Ungastri. Don't even.
Guys, music, frame up.
Halls. Is the thing we've hidden a Halls, a cherry-flavored Halls, or is it something else?
No, it is a different, complete thing.
What is it? Do we know? It's that thing. It's the flower.
It's something cherry,
Mm-hmm.
something squarish.
Cherry and squarish. Is it?
Thank you, my babes.
Too close.
I step into the day with the dawn ringing in my ears. Oh, well, I tune into my TV show. No better way, I gotta get myself into gear. Let's go. Oh, and I feel good today with my wake up in the morning espresso. I feel good today. It's my feel good breakfast show.
Yes, just feel the emotion, feel the love, feel the connection. Thank you so much for waking up and choosing to join us for a jam-packed Friday. A very good morning. My name is Graham. Welcome officially to your weekend. I'm going to start it right now.
Thank you. Can we start the weekend? Can we
Yeah.
blow the horn of the weekend? Welcome. We are here. My name is Carl. It is so nice to have you along for the ride today. We're going to start your weekend properly. In fact, you know what? We're going to keep you on your toes, quite
Okay.
literally. Cape Town City Ballet is going to be here.
Yeah.
And they're putting off their next production titled I Got Rhythm. And we're in for a teaser ahead of that massive show. And hopefully you can get out there and get cultured and supported, please.
Yep, and I think just from a level of athleticism, what we know from this particular dance company, it's going to be next level. So stick around for that.
Yes, it is.
Then lest we forget, it's the weekend of Mother's Day. Some people got really excited, some people got really terrified. As I said that, don't worry, we've got some last-minute gifting ideas just for you. From flowers, beautiful fragrances, to maybe some adventure items, even a fire lantern for the cold winter nights. I'm not even going to mention that other word, and the lights going out. But this is cozy, it's beautiful, and we've got you. It's going to be like a warm cuddle
I
just
like
from
that.
us. Yeah.
I mean, that's what moms give to us, cuddles, which is fantastic. So that's not all, because Dr. Fez and Anesu will join us in studio. They're not going to be on top of a mountain or sliding down something or under a waterfall. No, they're going to be here because they want to share their top highlights from their Zanzibar experience.
That should be a cracker. And then finally entertaining us from Joburg is the one and only, the Platinum Award-winning phenom. That is Chaba. He's going to be there, and I think he's going to be putting Zanele through her paces this morning. He is an absolute gem. And, of course, he's going to bring the magic to start the weekend officially.
Wow, we laid it out there. We have a buffet. We only need one proper, I'm going to say like a cherry on top.
Yeah.
But I think this particular individual is pretty much the entire celebratory cake. Zanele is there for you.
And the streamers as
Oh,
well.
of course, everything. Fireworks.
Stop it! Guys, why are you so sweet, my handsome kings? Hello! Hi, Cape Town family, and hello, Mzansi. Siyanamkela, always, all in the name of getting your morning started, my love. You heard from those incredible kings that we are going to be having so much fun together. But this morning, we also want to hear from you all over the social media streets. So let's get into it. Our good morning post. You know that it is Mother's Day on Sunday, and this is why we want to hear from you when we talk about rhythm. You know, when you're dancing, you know what I mean? When you're celebrating your mama, we want to know. 063-408-8863. Send us a voice note, please. When it comes to rhythm, do you believe people are either born with it, they learn it, or do you think they just got it from their mama? I'm going to say like all of the above, hey? And I say that because I'm someone who couldn't dance before. Then I, went to some dancing lessons here and there. And then I feel like I can dance now. I feel like I'm kamumpela, you feel me? But I do believe that you need to get in on the conversation. 063-408-8863. Hashtag Expresso Show on all social media platforms. It's about to be a beautiful show indeed as we get the weekend started. And you got to make sure you stick around. But first and foremost, let's take care of business because Carl is standing by with the news headlines. Hi, Carl.
Good morning. Let's take a look at all of those news headlines starting nationally. Now, the George municipality has appealed to residents of the town to avoid the disaster scene in Victoria Street, where a building collapsed on Monday afternoon. 81 construction workers were on site when the disaster occurred. 8 are dead and 44 are still missing. The municipality says numerous heavy vehicles are being used to remove about 3,000 cubic tons of construction debris from the site. Officials said earlier yesterday they were still hopeful that survivors would be found under the rubble more than 70 hours after the disaster. Now, an employee of the Parks and Tourism Board in Northwest Province, Tapela Rangaka, appeared in the Malopo Magistrates Court in Mahikeng yesterday on charges related to the theft of rhino horn. He had allegedly been involved in the theft of 51 horns. Rangaka was granted bail of 5,000 rand. He was arrested at his workplace some days ago following an investigation linking him to the burglary in June last year at the Parks Council office. Now on to international news. A Boeing 737-300 aircraft has skidded off a runway in Senegal, injuring at least 10 people. The incident occurred as an Air Senegal flight was taking off for the Malian capital of Bamako early yesterday. Now, there were 78 passengers on board, and emergency services were mobilized to evacuate passengers. Boeing hasn't commented on the incident, nor has Transair, from which Air Senegal chartered the plane. The Senegal crash comes as a former quality inspector at Boeing's largest supplier has said that plane bodies regularly left the factory with serious defects. Now, of course, let's move on to a little story here from South Korea, of course. Now, South Korea's President Yoon Suk-yeol has announced that he wishes to create a new ministry of Tabrataba.
They took us, man.
Where'd they take us?
Step into the day with the dawn ringing in my ears. Oh, well, I tune into my TV show. No better way, I gotta get myself into gear. Let's go. Oh, and I feel good today with my wake up in the morning. Expresso, I feel good today. It's my feel good breakfast show.
Welcome back to Feel Good Breakfast Show. Apologies for that technical difficulty, but we can continue with your news from around the world, starting nationally. Let's jump straight in. The George municipality has appealed to residents of the town to avoid the disaster scene in Victoria Street, where a building collapsed on Monday afternoon. 81 construction workers were on site when the disaster occurred. 8 are dead and 44 are still missing. The municipality says numerous heavy vehicles are being used to remove about 3,000 cubic tons of construction debris from the site. Officials said earlier yesterday they were still hopeful that survivors would be found under the rubble more than 70 hours after the disaster. Now, an employee of the Parks and Tourism Board in Northwest Province, Tapelo Rangaka, appeared in the Malopo Magistrates Court in Mahikeng yesterday on charges related to the theft of rhino horn. He had allegedly been involved in the theft of 51 horns. Rangaka was granted bail of 5,000 rand. He was arrested at his workplace some days ago following an investigation linking him to the burglary in June last year at the Parks Council office. Now, international news, a Boeing 737-300 aircraft has skidded off a runway in Senegal, injuring at least 10 people. The incident occurred as an Air Senegal flight was taking off for the Malian capital Bamako earlier yesterday. There were 78 passengers on board. Emergency services were mobilized to evacuate passengers. Boeing hasn't commented on the incident, nor has Transair, from which Air Senegal chartered the plane. The Senegal crash comes as a former quality inspector at Boeing's largest supplier has said that plane bodies regularly left the factory with serious defects. Now on to news from South Korea. Their president, Yoon Suk-yeol, has announced that he wishes to create a new ministry to seek a solution to the country's low birth rate, which he describes as a national emergency. Experts warn that the country's population of 51 million could almost halve by the year 2100 if the current trend continues. The new ministry must convince people to have more babies. The president's announcement follows a huge defeat for his party in last month's parliamentary election. Now, a Sumatran orangutan named Rakus in an Indonesian national park astonished researchers by self-medicating with a plant paste to heal a large cheek wound. Scientists from Germany's famous Max Planck Institute observed Rakus using a medicinal plant, Akar Kuning, known for its anti-inflammatory and antibacterial properties. Now, Rakus chewed the plant for several minutes, repeatedly applied the liquid onto the wound, and then covered it with chewed leaves for some 30 minutes before starting to chew on the leaves again. Remarkably, the wound healed within just 5 days without infection. This groundbreaking behavior captured on film marks the first recorded instance of a wild animal treating an injury with a medicinal plant, showcasing the ingenuity and resourcefulness of these intelligent primates. On that, I wrap up news for now. Another update in 1 hour. Let's take a first look at your sport. Here's G.
Well, we thought with a host of weather warnings coming in as we speak, we better start with that. And please take note because crazy weather across the land today. The SA Weather Service has issued a yellow level 1 warning for damaging winds, posing risks such as localized runaway fires, which we've obviously seen a lot of, temporary structure damage and challenges for high-sided vehicles on prone routes in the southeast of the Northern Cape, the southwest of the Free State and the northern interior of the Eastern Cape. Then additionally, a yellow level 2 warning for wind and waves has been forecast, potentially causing navigation difficulties between Saldanha Bay and Cape Agulhas. And moreover, extreme high fire danger conditions are anticipated in the central Karoo of the Western Cape, the central and eastern parts of the Northern Cape, and then the southwestern areas of the Free State and certain areas of the Eastern Cape's interior. It requires us to be vigilant. Now, every morning we love celebrating how you wake up. So another reminder to please send us your beautiful sunrise views. You can WhatsApp us a picture or a video, 0634088863. That's the line to stay connected to us. Well, temperatures all over the place this morning. Some beautiful weekend temperatures coming to some of you. Then, of course, a little bit of crazy weather. But let's get into what it's looking like in your neck of the woods. You know, I'm breathing so much easier today.
Yes.
I don't know why, but I just feel free to embrace the moment.
It's the weather, probably. I don't know, or maybe it's us just taking a moment
It is.
with Halls. I think that's it. I think that could be it. Now, this morning, we have to do a bit of detective skills, you know. Maybe a little
Ooh,
bit
okay.
of something for the little eye, perhaps. You know, I know it's almost a weekend, so we want to keep you focused on the show. Every detail matters today. Why, G? That's the question, why?
Okay, so I'm going to break it down for you. I love things like this because I'm just a big kid. We have hidden a very special item somewhere on set, and you're going to need to try your very hardest to spot it and tell us where exactly it is, and in fact, what it is on our social media platforms. Now,
Okay.
it could be an ornament.
Great.
It could be a nice accessory that someone's wearing, perhaps.
Like a sock.
Yeah, could be. I love that. Even something that we are possibly wearing, okay, but you will be able to see it. It's something that ties back to Halls. Think color, think flavor.
It's a good one. I feel like we need a bit more of a clue.
I'm just
here.
checking out
Okay,
your
no, I know. I'm
outfit
also
now.
checking out you because I'm not seeing anything that could be related. Okay, how about this? A little clue.
Okay.
Amongst the studio craze,
Okay.
alone cherry's color does blaze. That's all I can say.
It's not the holes in my mouth.
No,
eh?
I mean, I'm also just obviously, you know, talking with my
that.
mouth full technically with the holes, but it's okay.
Oh,
So there's your clue. I hope that helped things out. So I believe that there could be something that is perhaps the color of a certain,
yeah.
you know,
Possibly.
Halls flavor, maybe. I don't know.
Possibly
I don't know.
a flavor relationship,
Could
something.
be.
I don't know. I know we're being unusually obscure, and we normally are quite obscure.
Yeah, we
but,
actually are, yeah.
This one, it's going to be tough to find. So once you think you've seen it or you've guessed what it is during the show this morning, head over to the Halls post on that's the Expresso social media pages, and tell us what it is and why you think it is that item, and make it good.
Yes, you got to make it good. I mean, obviously be a detective, which is fantastic. So we'll reveal the correct answer. That'll be much later in the show, but what are you waiting for? Take on the moment and get those guesses in. And just keep on looking. It could be anywhere.
And then you can take a moment to just take a deep breath and prepare yourself. The Cape Town City Ballet is here in our studio this morning. I want to say I've got rhythm. I don't really have rhythm, but
Yeah.
they have it in spades, and a brand new production that we're going to delve into in just a moment.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Expresso here on S3, and happy Friday to you. We are going to start your Friday properly. We promised this, and it's going to happen because joining us right now is Robin Taylor, the executive manager of the Cape Town City Ballet, as it celebrates a cross-genre collaboration and celebration, I should say. It's for I Got Rhythm, which is the first of the company's 90th year. And I think it's going to be fantastic to sit here and enjoy this beautiful moment over here. Welcome.
Thank you. Good
How
morning.
are you today? You look fantastic as always.
Thank you so much. Always good to be here.
That's wonderful. Your rhythm, where did you get it from? Because apparently you're fantastic in terms of your rhythmic, sort of your vibe.
I think I'm bouncing off yours.
Really? Mm-hmm. Thank you very much. Well, that's why it's called the dance. It's fantastic. But congratulations on this new showpiece. I think it's going to be absolutely fantastic. If I look at I Got Rhythm, it's highly anticipated. I need to know a bit more about cross-genre collaboration. That's what it's been pinned as. Why?
So it's a inspirational, brilliant production for our first season of the 90th year.
Nice.
Bringing together the best of South Africa. Not only dance, but orchestra. On stage, up, not in the pit. Beautiful singers from Cape Town Opera.
Yes.
Jazz art, funky dancers,
Ooh.
beautiful ballet dancers. So it really is a coming together of the art sector in one inspiring production.
I think that's fantastic. Any production would keep anybody on their toes with all of those different things. I mean that, of course, with a ballet pun. But the thing is about this is that this particular thing, the choreography is very, very critical.
Yeah.
Of course, I look at these dancers and these talents you have in these shows, and I wonder, how do they even sleep? I mean, it's hours and hours, and all you want to do is serve an audience with, just the expertise and professionalism that you always know how, which is wonderful. So in terms of the choreography and the talents behind that, I need to know a bit more. Give us that depth.
So we're very fortunate to have an amazing international artistic producer with us at Cape Town City Ballet.
Yes, you do.
And this is his first production that he's staging, and really thoughtfully put together by bringing everyone together.
Yes.
He's had 4 months to prepare the dancers. They've been through grueling training.
Only 4. I was going to ask you, that must be it daily.
I suppose it's like a sports team. You do the training, then you've got to have the moves.
True.
So 4 months is quite a good time period, but it's technical,
Yes.
it's artistic, it's grueling, it's sassy.
Yeah.
It's got everything. The choreography is magnificent, but set to the music of George Gershwin,
Yes.
it all just comes together beautifully.
Whew. I mean, breathtaking, but of course, it does also showcase some incredible local dancers. I mean, we're seeing a couple of them on screen at the moment, and I think it's important to look at that talent bank of dancers that we have right here, not only in the Western Cape, but in South Africa and beyond. So, recruiting these dancers as well to be a part of this. I'd love to know a bit more about that particular, process, and because obviously we want to bring in and usher in the new, as well, and some of the
Yes.
newer talents too into the field. So how has that been in terms of selecting I Got Rhythm cast?
Well, the ballet companies in South Africa are generally quite small in
Yes.
comparison to international companies. So it's a wonderful opportunity to be able to draw from the other dance companies as well as independent dancers.
Wow.
So we've managed to get some from Joburg Ballet with us,
Yes.
which is lovely to work together. We've got some independent professional dancers, and we've even got a fabulous guest from Ballet Met in America, who's previously worked on this production with David Nixon.
Aha.
So it's just the coming together of some really great talent and our local company, which is looking spectacular.
Well, I'm seeing that costume work is also very important, because I've seen some of the dancers behind the scenes over here, and they look absolutely phenomenal. I know that there are so many different facets to putting on a cross-genre collaboration of this magnitude. So let's talk about the art direction a bit. I mean, what do you want us to feel as audience members sitting there? Do you want us to be taken through all of these different spaces and different treatments? What is the thinking?
So it's a really magical sense that I think we're going to put across, set from between 1920s to 1950s.
Wow.
So think of that kind of nightclubby, jazzy, sultry but sassy, I want to say almost even Chanel-ish costuming. It's magnificent. It's a spectacle on stage.
Aha.
A spectacle.
But I can tell it's going to be a spectacle. And thank you for bringing some of the dancers in because, you know, 17 to 26 May is when you are on show at the Artscape. And I think that's going to be fantastic for anybody to get involved and go see you. I know you worked tirelessly. I know you worked so hard for this. So I want to congratulate you already for what is going to be a production of note. I guarantee you, you're going to want to see that. And if you want a little teaser of what to expect with I Got Rhythm, then I suggest you stay right there on your Feel Good Breakfast show as this production comes to you live on S3.
Now, rhythm or no rhythm, you'll be dancing if you win yourself 46 million rand, because that's the total estimated Powerball and Powerball Plus jackpots, and it could be yours this Friday. Yep, 46 million. So let's break it down. If you play Powerball for an estimated 32 million rand, okay, you can also play Powerball Plus for an estimated 14 million rand, and then simply you could become Mzansi's next multi-millionaire. This is a big one. So what are you waiting for? Go and get your tickets today. You can walk in store, be nice and friendly, get your ticket. You can go online to nationallottery.co.za. You can use their mobile app, you can use your banking app, or you can just dial *120 *7529# for all the USSD. Most important element, just do it. Get those details on our social media pages across all of the Expresso platforms, and then just think of those numbers and ultimately make sure that you push a play that Powerball and Powerball Plus for an estimated 46 million rand in estimated jackpots this Friday. You literally could win big. Now, it seems Tiff and our amazing kitchen team have been picking up what I've been putting down, because in the kitchen this morning we are whipping up crispy yolks on toast. Just take a look at that. What is it even? Brunch on another level. Absolutely love it. Then, of course, I've got some dancers warming up beside me here. Clearly, they have the physical attributes of Olympic gymnasts, but do they got rhythm? We're going to find out ahead of their incredible performance. An opportunity to see some of the best in the land doing what they love the most. Stick around. We'll see you now.
There are stories of dreamers, and we're inspired by them all. We invite you to write your story with us. Your story matters. ABSA.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Expresso here in S3, and this dish that you're about to see takes a breakfast or a brunch to a brand new level. Now think about this: crispy, golden egg yolks laid on a bed of avocado. That's for fancy pronunciation, avocado, on toast, aka toast. The combination of crunchy panko crumbs, creamy avocado, and perfectly runny yolks will make this a breakfast favorite in no time. And expertly, those yolks will be pankoed by one man who is what they would call nervous about it. Gee,
Whoa.
I'm so glad you took that side of the table.
Can I actually have, by a show of hands across the whole country right
Yes.
now, okay, who has deep fried an egg yolk before, okay?
Did you hear that? Nobody.
Anyone? I'm hoping our kitchen team, someone's going to put their hand up. I love this. I love the idea of trying something that I've never tried before,
Yes.
especially when it involves egg yolk. I love the flavor profile. It lends itself to avo. It lends itself to chili. It lends itself to chocolate. I keep saying dark chocolate even.
lends itself to
but
a
in this
mistake.
case, it's going to be amazing from a textural perspective. So I hope I'm going to get it right. Okay, so we've got our garlic powder going into our panko crumbs.
So I just want to watch you do this, though. I feel like, because this part for me, because panko is quite rustic and rough, right? So you've got a lot of little jagged points where that yolk could do its thing. And pop.
Whoa.
So your
I have
idea
washed my
is
hands
you
and
have to
sterilized.
get that thing wrapped, which is
Okay, so
Okay.
I'm thinking
just breathe, eh?
2 eggs.
breathe.
I mean, 1 egg, 2 spoons, hey? What do you think?
I
I'm
think
going to
so.
just come to me, my little friend.
There it is.
You must be yoking,
Come on now.
hey?
You got this.
I don't know.
I
but
feel like
we're
you
just
do.
going to be gentle. Just so gentle.
You do your thing,
Come on,
man.
little friend.
Don't.
Oh,
Yeah!
no! It's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
We're going to try.
Let me try give it a shot here.
Okay, are you ready? I'm going to clean your spoon.
Yes, and maybe some of the yolk. Oh, this is great.
So
You know what?
maybe have a couple of eggs, okay? Just sprinkle those guys around.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna give it a shot. No, because the
All
thing
right.
is, I don't want you to be alone in this.
You can do it, man.
Okay.
I have faith in you.
Thank you.
I think my hand's still shaking. All right.
Mine will be shaking.
Are you going to drop it straight?
Okay. Okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this. Okay. I'm just gonna make sure I'm piling it on.
I can
So it
see.
makes it a little bit of a nest. Okay. And then
Hold on. You can do it.
yeah,
Our oil is nicely heated.
that's what I'm gonna try to do.
I don't think this is in the textbook.
No, it's not.
But
I'm
it's
trying.
working,
I'm
okay?
trying. I'm just trying to do what I felt that it's instinctual to me. Okay. That's right, panko bay. That's what we're doing right there. That's fantastic. Look
All
at
right,
that.
so now,
Okay, I just want to make sure that it is completely coated. Okay.
super, super gentle. I feel like we want to take this home now and keep it as a pet. You put so much effort and love. Okay.
Okay. Don't. Okay.
All right, so we're going to get some
How are you
crispy
going to get
bits.
under that? That's going to...
Well, let's just give it,
Do it.
our best shot.
You got this, brother. I got this. This is going to be wonderful. Here it goes. I'm so proud of you.
Okay.
Look at us.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
Look at us.
I know some extra panko crumbs are going to be sacrificed in the making of this meal, but it's okay.
Can you just toast that for me, please? Thank you. Thank you. This is fantastic. I am so proud of you. I've
And
got some avo
it's
and
doing its thing. It
I've got
hasn't
some
broken.
avocado over here.
Woohoo! Dude,
Thank you.
I think that's, well, it's going and it's frying and it's doing its thing.
I just tried a little bit of a hack.
Okay,
That's how
so
it goes.
I reckon we need about a minute or so. I suppose you want still a bit of the kind of gooiness. You want
Yes,
it to
you
be
do.
a little bit soft.
You
so
don't
we just
want it to
want
be-
that,
okay.
that crunch.
This is great. Well done.
Ooh,
So what
look
I'm
at
doing is
that.
I'm preparing the avos because you're obviously toasting bread on that side as well that you need to flip every when you are ready. That'd be great.
Let's
So
give it a
as long
little
as we
bit
get
longer.
some color. What I'm going to do, I'm going to place
it's crisping.
a bit of butter on those pieces of toast. They will become toast
There we
shortly.
go.
A bit
Almost
of
there.
avocado, aka avocado, will be placed on there as a bed of avocado, as you can see.
I think this is
have
like the
beautifully
final-
sliced it.
This is the final test they give pilots before they let them get their pilot's license. What do you think? What do you think?
You know what? I am so
Okay, I think we are
proud
about
of
ready,
you.
hey? I'm
You
going
know,
to give you
that's
these
fine.
guys.
I think just for the sake of,
There we go. Ooh, don't watch
of
it,
just
it's hot.
this, I'm going to make sure that we get the butter going. All right, here it goes. Here it comes. Okay. Love it.
Look at that. Look at
I'm
that.
so proud of you. And no
Oh,
spinach?
I'm proud of us. Look at that, man. Wow, that is just incredible.
That's great as well.
There we go. Turn you off as
Butter
well.
going on. This is great. And then, I know you're supposed to have 2 eggs, but the thing is, I think it's going to be fine. We'll do another
Well, now
little...
that we know
Yes.
Well, I don't know if we actually settled on an actual technique there, but we found our way.
We did,
So we'll
yes.
do another egg.
Okay, fine. So avocado's going to go down. We're going to do another egg. And you know what? What we need to do now is talking about technique. We've got people who know all about technique. Cape Town City Ballet are here. They got a performance 17 to 26 May. And here's a bit of a taste, an excerpt from I Got Rhythm.
Hold.
Yeah!
Yes, please. Beautiful. You can get your tickets at Web Tickets now, starting from just 180 bucks. It's going to be a spectacle, as Robin very clearly said. Absolutely brilliant performances from an incredible cast, and clearly they got rhythm.
Yes, they do.
Thankfully. So while that was happening, we weren't distracted. I
Not at
actually
all.
managed to get another little guy through, and we now have 2 crispy yolks.
And
You
that's
must be
it.
yoking, buddy.
That's what we're looking for over there. Some
Beautiful
yolks.
base. Pop
Well
those
done.
guys
Thank you
on.
very much. You did
Well,
so
thank you.
well,
I think
my
that was a
friend.
great collaborative effort.
It was. And that's what we're all about.
How
Collaboration.
cute and cool is that, man?
And we're
Oh.
good to go, my friend. Look
But
at
is
us.
Is it breakfast or is it lunch? Or
I
does it have to be
feel
brunch?
like it's a... I feel like it's a beautiful moment. That's what it is. That's all it is. It's a moment.
It's a moment in time, and our mamas deserve those moments in time. So maybe this is the right kind of lunch, brunch, breakfast that you want to cook for your mother for Mother's Day. Well, if you're going the lunch route, we've got some incredibly creative ideas how you can ramp it up to another level as well.
This is
Beautiful.
fantastic, and
a
I
little
feel
bit
like
of
we need a
Mother's
bit
Day
of Mother's,
fashion.
Mother's Day fashion is quite important. So if you're going to make a fashionable plate, you're going to have a bit of a fashionable outfit as well. So don't worry, we've got you sorted out with that and all the information you need to make it a special one this weekend. So make sure you stay with us. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Got like little halos.
Beautiful.
Hey? Wow.
We did that.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you beauties. Having a lot of fun this morning and hopefully helping you get prepped for Mother's Day, which is, of course, on the 12th. That's this Sunday. And for our moms and those mother figures in our lives, this perfect day is not complete without the perfect look. With the Woolworths team, I think, jumping on board, they can feel cozy and confident in their softest knitwear, from classic cardigans to warm woolen jumpers. It's like a hug that stays with them. And here to help them feel fashionably prepared is one of my favorites, creative director and stylist, Taryn Oppel.
Good morning, Graham. I feel so fuzzy after that intro.
I'm glad. It's just a hug that just never stops.
Right?
I've loved the quality of the fabrics, the knits, the feel, the looks. There is just something that is working about this season. It's like maybe it was all the hot weather or something, but we are ready to embrace
right?
this winter.
I mean, it's
please.
no secret that I am obsessed with this season, mainly because I'm a little bit of a knitwear hoarder.
It's okay. Admitting you have a problem is the first step, Taryn. It's the first step.
Right? But I mean, how could you not?
Exactly.
There's so much on offer. Woolies really has offered such a great range this season.
And I suppose what I love about this is it can be quite bespoke in terms of how your mother dresses, the feeling you want to evoke when you give the gift. There are so many different touch points when you give an item of clothing, but you've got to think about it. So talk us through some of those statement pieces that have jumped off the rail for you.
Okay, so I just want to talk about ecru and bone because it's such a huge color for winter. You usually associate these lighter tones with warmer weather, but it's honestly the biggest sort of color to come through for this season. So you can see it in these sort of poncho pullovers. This is a really cool tasseled version. And then of course your chunky high neck knits as well.
And that's comfy, but it can also, you can dress that up. It can be taken to a level
You can totally dress it up, but you just look at that bone, head to toe. That's what we're talking about. I mean, even pairing this with like a cream boot. So
someone's just left their house and not even listened to the end of that sentence so they can go and stand outside their closest Woolies and buy that outfit.
I hope so, because that is honestly one of my favorite ways to dress, is tonal. And then just for something a little bit more fun, this is some shimmer in it and glitter. It's also nice and chunky with a little roll at the end, just to, give that fuzzy feeling, when you're wearing your knitwear.
And I love they've taken oversize to a very fashionable place, because it's not just wearing oversize for the sake of. You've got to make it work within the bigger picture.
Yeah, it's not like you didn't find your size in store. It's actually quite intentional.
Exactly. But then it's got to be styled in the right way.
Absolutely. So especially with oversize, so these also, they're like super chunky and just so soft.
Oh my word.
They have like this weight about them. So this is obviously your printed versions of knitwear, which is so fun.
Just don't recline past 45 degrees or you're never going to get back up. You're just going to stay there in a warm embrace.
No, but that's what I love about it. The weightedness of these knits is just, the quality is exceptional. And then we've also got really beautiful wrap style knits as well.
It's almost like a ballet-styled little jersey there. It's quite chic and dainty.
It is.
That's beautiful.
And then I'm also wearing one of their knits. It's a cardigan. So normally when you speak about cardigans, you wear it unbuttoned. I love wearing it buttoned up. It just feels like a fitted, beautiful knit. But obviously, if you want to wear it unbuttoned with a little vest or a roll neck or something like that, would also work.
For sure.
And then how fun is this?
Look at it.
Sparkle. I mean, this is like first prize for mom, like just make her feel like she's a winner.
She gets to wear every single day. You don't understand, I'm married to a dancer, so anything that sparkles, she's like a magpie.
I can believe that. I can believe that. And then we've got some beautiful soft pops of color as well. So it's not only about the neutrals, there's also, there's something for everybody. And then this is that Chanel-esque sort of inspired cardigan.
Beautiful. There are so many touch points that speak to so many different personality types that will be kind of perfectly suited. I love
exactly it.
And a few little pops of colour as well, because the flowers do still bloom sometimes in autumn and winter. I think we need to see some of these clothes lived, if you will. So can we bring in our models?
Absolutely. Okay, so...
Excuse me. Oh, wow.
This is obviously all about that transitional season. So we're talking about layering. We've got trenches and suede versions and obviously your classics. Joyce is wearing that bone head to toe that I was talking about, but then just added that sort of rosy pink with the jacket, which really helps the outfit pop. And then Latabo's also with her touch of color in her accessories. Also want to talk about the variety of scarves and beanies and hats that are on offer as well, which are also really great gifting items.
Oh, well, that's the thing. So if you know your mom or your partner's style in that sense, you can give something that just gives them another tool to play with. Don't push the boat out too far. Don't tell them that they've been dressing wrong for their kind of vibe, but rather feed into what they love. And here you've got such an incredible range. Oh, Mama Joyce has never looked so fab.
No, she looks fab.
I love that. And I also like the play, like the mono lighter color with the pop of color coming from the jacket, as opposed to normally the other way around.
It's just injecting that little bit of personality that you were talking
beautiful.
about earlier as well.
Advice for when going the accessory route, because you've got some beautiful, beautiful accessories. And thank you so much, models. You are stunning.
I actually just want to pop this on. I mean, it just makes you feel like you're ready for the streets, okay, of Cape Town or Joburg or Durban.
Thank you for being
nationwide.
I love that.
So there's obviously this sort of felt hat, which is very classic. So if that's more your thing, then absolutely. But then there's also
the beret.
That touch of that little je ne sais quoi beret sort of style, if that's what you're into. I'm not even going to attempt to put this on because I'll probably do like the worst job in the world. I need a mirror. How's that?
Oh, it's stunning.
Getting there,
Absolutely
kind of?
beautiful. No, you've nailed it. I love it. And we can throw in the scarves. I think as gifting ideas, you've got so many jumping off points. The main thing is you've got something to match every kind of personality and kind of stylistic choice. So go and have a little bit of fun. Bundle your mom in the coziest knits and the warmest winter accessories this Mother's Day. Plus, get 30% off women's knitwear up until this Mother's Day. That's Sunday, the 12th of May, and you can even go buy it on Mother's Day and get in there quickly. You can shop this incredible offer and a whole lot more and get that fashion inspo for Mother's Day at Woolworths, in store, online, or by using their amazing app. And of course, all the T's and C's you'll find there do apply.
Big love is in the tiny details. Every second, every look, every stitch. The details make the difference.
Beautiful. So now we got the fashion ready. It's time to spread some love, because a mother's love is like a beacon guiding her child through life's storms and uncertainties. And thanks to Panado, you get to show your appreciation for your mom ahead of Mother's Day. All you had to do was tell us why your mom deserves a 2,000 Rand dose of care this Mother's Day by nominating the mom figure in your life using the hashtag PanadoSA and hashtag Power to Fight Pain in your answer. And we have our second lucky winner on the line. Can I get a drum roll, please? Congratulations to Bongiwe Mhlabane. Congratulations, Bongiwe. Very, very happy for you. Yes, I can hear you happy. You gotta be, but I just would love to just read this for you, okay? Your daughter, Evidence, commented, "My mom sacrifices her own needs and wants for the sake of her children, often putting her own desires on hold in order to provide for and care for us. She nurtures us, teaches us the important life skills and values that will shape us into successful adults. She protects us, her children, ensuring we are safe and healthy no matter what the cost. She is not just a mother, but also a good friend." Hashtag PanadoSA, hashtag Power to Fight Pain. And we have on the line to celebrate this amazing occasion is that we have her and her daughter on the line. So congratulations. Oh, what a beautiful moment. This is gorgeous. So how does it feel to be appreciated by your daughter with this nomination?
I'm very excited. I'm very happy.
This is fantastic.
I'm good. I'm so excited.
That's the Friday energy. This is great. Now, would you like to say thank you to Panado for giving you the chance to share a dose of care with your mom? Evidence?
Yes, hi. How are you guys?
We are so good, and we are very, very appreciative.
Good.
So, do you want to thank Panado for this opportunity to share a dose of care with your amazing mom?
Yes, I'll definitely want to. Okay, first thing first, I would like to say a dose of care to me, it means sharing the love with the people that we care for, because the people that we care for, they always do a lot for us. They show unconditional love. They treat us so good, and it is very likely for us to show them that we appreciate them. So a dose of care, it means that showing love and care to the people that you love. And I would like to say thank you to Panado for giving us this opportunity to show care to the ones that we love and appreciate the most, because they go through a lot of storms just to make sure that we are the people that we are today.
Wow. That was an incredible answer. Honesty, evidence. Thank you so much. And yes, I can say with confidence that that is indeed evidence that love exists between mom and daughter so beautifully. Enjoy the 2,000 Rand dose of care to both of you and have a blessed Mother's Day. Please enjoy. And you know what? Have a moment for the family and a moment to just celebrate that mom of yours. It's going to be special. And we may not be able to put into words anytime what our moms mean to us, but thanks to Bernardo, you have the chance to nominate your mom to be one of 10 lucky winners, getting their hands on 2,000 Rand in cash. If you want to know how to enter, here's how.
Mums are our true heroes, with Panado giving them the power to fight pain. So thank your mom this Mother's Day by nominating her for a 2,000 Rand dose of care. Weekdays from the 8th to the 21st of May, stand a chance of your mom being one of our 10 winners by replying to the hashtag PanadoSA and hashtag Power to Fight Pain competition post on the Expresso social pages. T's and C's apply.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
You're on your Feel Good Breakfast show right here on S3, my love. We're getting your weekend started. And I always tell you, we bring in the big guns. Abantu amane gravitas man. This morning, I am talking about none other than a king. His name is Jabulani Hadebe, but he's professionally known as Java. And he is somebody who honestly and truly has not just taken rapping and singing to the top. He is also an actor. We know him from Uzalo, from Zone 14. We know him from the music that he makes that is platinum selling. And my friend Namhlanje, we are celebrating Isimuko Deluxe. So happy Isimuko Deluxe Day, everybody. Please welcome to the Johannesburg studio, Java. Javalicious. Right.
Ngiyaphila njani?
Right, enkosi. Siyavuya that you woke up for us, but I'm enkosi man.
Hayi ngizamile impela.
I
Mina
love it.
ngifike ngesikhathi.
Enkosi. Happy isibuko deluxe day?
Yeah, ngiyabonga kakhulu iphume namhlanje
Ewe.
and I'm really excited about it.
Yeah.
Khanye ngisazo check ukuthi kwenzakalani but sibonga inkosi ukuthi sisenawo amandla okwenza lokho.
Amen. And masithethe ngalento uyobonga because you're somebody who's been deeply rooted kwi-culture yakho since the beginning of us getting to know Usjava in 2015.
Yeah.
Why has that been so important for your career and how has it positively affected it?
For me, yonke into engiyenzayo most of the time it's like isibonelo, it's like to teach.
Yeah.
So for me, for a very long time, I felt like lento CEO, especially in the industry, ithanda ukuba ihlazo sometimes. You
Yeah.
understand where you feel like, especially young people really feel like if baveza ukuthi bawobani, it's kind of like embarrassing or it's not cool. You understand? So for me, it was really about realizing nami sengimdala. You understand the importance of taking pride with culture yakho, you understand? And that's when nami people think I know everything. Sometimes bang DM and ask me, nami angazi. You understand? Nami I'm still trying to learn ezinye izinto because kuningi kusilahlekele in terms of ulwazi. So now if izinto ufuna ukuzazi manje there won't be a channel ozoyibuka that will teach you about isiko lakho. Noma ungaka Google you won't find anything. Now it's up to you kuya kumkhulu wakho or ugogo wasendaweni who has information ozokufundisa but you can't find it anywhere. So kukuwe ukuthi wena uzihluphe ngokuyifuna uyazi. So for me it was important because now when I look intwana eningi that are coming up now they take pride in that. You understand ukuthi hayi mina ngibuye emakhaya. Nangomzulu, nangomxhosa, nangomsuthu, nakhe ngiwe ma blanket Expresso. Malum Vector can come here in his head,
Exactly.
and not have problems. So that has always been the plan. Now seeing that happening, young Jabulisa Gakur. So I think it was important. Yeah.
Very important. And I mean, you are leadership. That is why I'm back DM and are asking you things. And thank you for that. But Budwam, you're also in leadership when it comes to the sales, when it comes to the music. Masteteng Alendo, you first and foremost, of course, came into the game and you had your own sound. Bungus Java. Do you think that your sound has, sort of maybe had a little bit of an evolution from the beginning till now?
Yes, most definitely. It can never stay the same because how I make music, I make music according to my seasons, life in Yam.
Okay.
Noguti how I'm feeling. I do not cheat that part.
Come on.
I understand. That's why when you listen to Isina Mover, you listen to Mkrele and then you listen to Isbu, it's 3 different projects but done by the same person because on Isina Mover I was in a different state.
You were a different star.
Yeah, on Mkrele I was a different person. On Isbu I was going through different things.
Yes.
So sometimes you'll find someone saying, I don't like Sinamuva. Ngithanda isibuko umuntu hayi isibuko siyabheda. Ngithanda iSinamuva. So into emnandi ngomculo ukuthi you always listen to into ofuna uyilalela manje because literally it's on your hands now. You can just take your phone, load your data and go to a song that you like. Ayisekho into akudala kumele uzulinde
until the radio plays it.
So now that's a good thing about it. Ukuthi umuntu ulalela into ayithandayo now. But all the projects have been successful as much as khona abathanda wonke khona abangawathandi wonke but it's different times. It's why we even did it deluxe so that spread ngesibuko phase and then get into another phase and proceed.
I love that. And you're a hard worker when us Java. Uyenza yonke lento. Oh, so yes, you've given us 3 extra tracks on Isbuko. But on top of everything else, you're also an actor. There was the show that you were also part of producing that you had on SABC1 and all of these different things. Speak to me about this. What is the highlight for Us Java kwi career yakhe?
It'll be difficult to choose one.
Okay, choose 2. I'll give you 2. Come on, Java. You've had such a beautiful career.
Kunzima because all of them are important in their own different ways. So for me to say it was this one, I understand. For example, Ngati winning a BET. But then again, I won Best New Artist or something. I remember.
Do you hear this?
And I was 33 at the time. I was the oldest we category.
I love that.
And then I won best young upcoming or aspiring artist or something like that. So you have this big award, which is a BT, and then you have this small award, but they both important in their own way. So kunzima ukukhetha, but there's so many things that has happened empilweni yami ezinhle it's so hard for me to honestly choose because I feel like ngizobe ngingakuhloniphi lokho okunye, you
I
understand?
love
So
that.
it's all blessings.
Amen.
All of them are important in their own different ways.
Beautiful. And Java, I think here's another part of your life that is important because you're going on tour yet again.
Yes.
June and July. Tell us and what you're bringing with the deluxe album.
This is the second leg. We did the first leg, which was also a big success. A huge success. People came out. All of them were sold out. And then now we're doing the second leg, which is going to be in Durban.
Yeah.
And 2 nights here in Jozi.
Beautiful.
At Joburg Theatre. And the one in Durban is already sold out, so we only left the tickets for Jozi. Please go get your tickets. Tickets because they are selling fast. So
Yes.
there's been a success. Even taking that route, which I'm going to drop an album, then go on tour and just perform those songs that are on the album. But we intend. So,
Yes.
but life it's always about and taking a risk.
And I mean, you're also Java. Do you know what I mean? You just sell out shows left, right, and center. It's who you are. Listen, Expresso family, this king right here, he's not going anywhere. We're continuing all in the name of celebrating Isimuko Deluxe Day. And it's happening right here on your Feel Good Breakfast show. He is going to go and get ready. But right about now, let us take care of business with the news headlines with Carl.
Thanks, Anele. Just after 7 o'clock, let's take a look. Starting nationally, Statistics South Africa says production figures fell sharply in the past year. The 6.2% drop in March figures on a year-on-year basis is largely attributed to ongoing load shedding, the poor state of infrastructure and challenges at the country's ports. Chief economist of Econometrics, Azar Jamin, says the decline was fueled by the 15% drop in the vehicle manufacturing sector after the flooding in KwaZulu-Natal forced operations at Toyota's plant outside Durban to a standstill. Now, Jamin said unions' demands for higher salaries, which were often unaffordable, had further contributed to the decline. Now, the George municipality has appealed to residents of the town to avoid the disaster scene in Victoria Street, where a building collapsed on Monday afternoon. 81 construction workers were on site when the disaster occurred. 8 are dead and 44 are still missing. The municipality says numerous heavy vehicles are being used to remove about 3,000 cubic tons of construction debris from the site. Officials said earlier yesterday they were still hopeful that survivors would be found under the rubble more than 70 hours after the disaster. On to international news. Thousands of pro-Palestinian demonstrators gathered yesterday in the Swedish city of Malmö to protest Israel's participation in the Eurovision Song Contest. This as the city hosted the competition's second semi-final, in which Israel's entrant Eden Golan performed. On Wednesday, Golan was booed during a rehearsal of her song Hurricane, but the crowd's response was more mixed yesterday, with cheers and some boos. Climate activist Greta Thunberg was among those attending the demonstration, which Swedish police estimated had as many as 12,000 participants. Now, a Boeing 737-300 aircraft has skidded off a runway in Senegal, injuring at least 10 people. The incident occurred as an Air Senegal flight was taking off for the Malian capital, Bamako, earlier yesterday. There were 78 passengers on board. Emergency services were mobilized to evacuate passengers, and Boeing hasn't commented on the incident, nor has Transair, from which Air Senegal chartered the plane. The Senegal crash comes as a former quality inspector at Boeing's largest supplier has said that plane bodies regularly left the factory with serious defects. And some lovely news for the glass recycling company, who have unveiled the winners of its annual schools competition, a platform igniting enthusiasm for recycling among schools across Gauteng, the Western Cape, the Peninsula, of course, the Eastern Cape, and the Durban and Pietermaritzburg regions. Now, the standout was Isnambe Secondary School in Tongaat, KZN, clinching the top spot with an impressive 45,592 kilograms of glass collected, earning them a reward of 30,000 Rand as provincial champions and 20,000 Rand as national winners. Each year, the schools weave a recycling tapestry, amassing tons of glass, raising recycling consciousness. Schools keen on jump-starting their recycling journey can reach out to the glass recycling company for support. And a hearty congrats to Isnembe for bagging the big prize a third year in a row. Absolutely wonderful. And of course, a lovely spotlight for recycling all over. And that's it for your news for now. Another update coming shortly, but let's take a look at your sport.
So let's kick it off with a spicy one in the world of rugby. I think the Russie effect being felt at the highest level. So World Rugby has now announced a new law change aimed at enhancing the entertainment value of rugby union. So starting from the 1st of July, teams will no longer be able to opt for a scrum when awarded a free kick, promoting open play, they say. So offside players during kicks in open play will be required to retreat, creating more space, and additionally a revised red card process will introduce automatic bans for foul play and also allow a red carded player to be replaced after 20 minutes. So they're hoping for a more expansive, fluid action, I think, within the game, but really interesting stuff. Now let's turn to football, and the European stakes are high. Bayer Leverkusen, they secured their place in the Europa League final with a 2-2 draw against Roma, winning 4-2 on aggregate. So despite being 2-0 down from the first leg, Roma levelled the tie with penalties from Leandro Paredes. However, Leverkusen then regained the lead with an own goal from Gianluca Mancini. And then in the dying moments, it was Josip Stanic who scored to secure the very memorable draw. So Leverkusen will now face Atalanta in that final on the 22nd of May. Now, let's stay with footballing news, and FIFA is under the threat of legal action from domestic leagues and player unions if the 2025 Club World Cup is not rescheduled. So the World Leagues Association and FIFPro have expressed concerns about the overcrowded football schedule, claiming it has caused economic harm to domestic leagues and pushed players beyond their limits. And they are urging FIFA to reconsider the Club World Cup and discuss the international calendar for the years leading up to 2030. Well, FIFA has responded, stating that the tournament schedule is in fact harmonious and ensures player welfare. So I would watch that space. Then finally, we round off with cricket, and Virat Kohli's exceptional 92 of just 47 balls propelled the Royal Challengers Bangalore to a commanding 60-run win over the Punjab Kings. That was in their IPL encounter yesterday. So RCB set a daunting total of 241 for 7, with Kohli's brilliance on display. He really is one of the best. Despite Riley Rousseau's fiery 61, Punjab faltering and ultimately out for 181. But for RCB now, I think sitting 7th on the log, 4 wins out of their last 5, vital at this stage as we move towards the qualifiers and the eliminators. But great to see this level of cricket. And that's where we leave our sport for now. Let's see if the roads are waking up.
Just one update for you in Kuruleni when it comes to traffic. There has been an accident north of the N3 causing delays towards Spruitview. Please exercise caution while driving. No matter what road you're using to get to work, please be safe out there. That's the traffic. Let's take a look at your weather. Now, starting with weather news, Rand Water recently hosted a distinguished delegation led by Deputy President Paul Mashatile, who serves as the chairperson of the Water Task Team established by President Cyril Ramaphosa to tackle water challenges nationwide. During the visit, Mashatile underscored the importance of strategic engagement and collaboration, especially amidst water shortages impacting municipalities, notably in Gauteng. He praised Rand Water's significant role as Africa's largest bulk water utility, serving over 11 million people with potable water across Gauteng, parts of Mpumalanga, the Free State and Northwest, ensuring consistent access for all. This recognition reflects Rand Water's commitment to providing vital services crucial for sustaining communities and enhancing the quality of life. Let's take a look at the sunrise views, and Kito Metse from Free State decided to send this over, and come on. That is nature at its best. It looks like a painting from Monet. But no, that is Free State right there. And please use your freedom to send a little sunrise view to me, please. 063-408-8863. I'd love to see what your sunrise looks like from your part of the world as we take a look at the temperatures across South Africa.
All right. So hot in places, a bit crazy in other places. Please just be aware of all the weather warnings and especially the high fire dangers. We've seen what it's done in our neck of the woods recently. Please be vigilant if you can.
All right, so can we just tell you about something else? Because there could be something in your future, perhaps like a 46 million rand in total estimated Powerball and Powerball Plus jackpots. And it can't be missed. It's today, right? They say this Friday, but it's actually today. And you heard that right, 46 million.
Come on. Okay, so let's break it up for you. Powerball Plus for an estimated 32 million. Great starting points. Then, that's Powerball. And then Powerball Plus for an added 14 million rand. You could literally become a multi-millionaire overnight. So what are you waiting for?
I know what you're waiting for. How do you buy tickets, Colin Graham? Well, you're about to answer that. So this is what you do. You can walk in store with a smile on your face and go grab a ticket, done and dusted. Or you can find some internet somewhere, nationallottery.co.za, the website, or a phone. The mobile app works perfectly. So does your cell phone for cell phone banking. And if you still want to find a way, simply dial *120*7529# for USSD. And who knows, you could be a winner.
And if you haven't committed all of that to memory by now, don't worry. We will put it up on our social media platforms so you can go check them out at your leisure. The most important thing, Panda Pusher Play. Come on, Powerball and Powerball Plus. 46 million rand in total estimated jackpots. And it could be yours to take home. Good luck.
Lovely. And you can use some of those winnings to spoil your mom with some flowers. I think that'll be fantastic. Right?
Every
We've got some
day
ideas
for the rest of her life.
That's correct. I mean, look at that. That could be your mom's future, thanks to you and winning. But we have some ideas for you. It's not just about buying a couple of flowers and throwing them together. It's about actual thinking, and this is why we have an expert to take us through.
I love it. Then we bring up words like curating. That's the perfect gift. Then, of course, we've got the small matter of the English Premier League entering the business end. How are we feeling about it? Well, a bit downtrodden, but there are other teams in the league as well, other than Tottenham Hotspur. We'll delve into who's got their shot this weekend. We'll see you now.
Mum stands for care. So honor your mum this Mother's Day, and one of 20 pamper package and spa vouchers, each worth 2,000 rand, could be yours. So enter on the Mum Facebook or Instagram page at Mum South Africa, like or follow and comment on the competition post with the special quality you got from your mum. Now don't forget to use the hashtag #IGotItFromMyMum. Now the competition closes the 13th of May and your T's and C's apply.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
It's officially Mother's Day. Welcome to the weekend. It's a big one. I know some people are a little bit nervous because it's when we try to equate an offering to our mother's love, it's almost impossible. But we've got a great jumping off point here. This Mother's Day, let your heart speak through thoughtful gestures that capture the essence of gratitude and appreciation. join us as we celebrate our mothers and those wonderful mother figures, the unsung heroes in our lives, the source of unconditional love. And we're going to do that in style. I think for all of us, there is nothing better than a fresh bouquet of flowers to express your love, your admiration for someone. The fact that there is something living about it is absolutely beautiful. Flowers are associated with love, with care, with appreciation, making it the ultimate Mother's Day gift.
This is one. Can I tell you why you're standing there and I'm standing here? I want to show you something.
You don't have to.
No, I want to show you something, because the thing is, I think I would like to be real with you. This is the sitch. Okay, this is why. So remember, Woolworths has a wide variety of fresh blooms that will brighten up her Mother's Day, of course, from rich, bright roses and elegant lilies to seasonal blooms and chrysanthemums. Of course, they have something for every taste and every mom that's just for you. And now this is why we bring Taryn here to help us out, because it's no point having so many flowers in your face without actually getting a little bit of an idea as to what to do. So let's ask. So, Taryn.
It's supposed to be a happy occasion. I'm crying.
Why are you crying? What's happening?
Oh, goodness. Oh, well, it's emotional as well. It's emotional
That's
as
true.
well.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, it was bound to happen. So how are you, Taryn? Because you are obviously stylistically gifted. You just have a heightened sense of what people like. Okay, you are. We rely on this, okay? Just like Adrian, the rest of our stylistic team here, we need you, okay? And on Mother's Day, we need you guys even more. So what are you doing this Mother's Day? Let's break it down.
My gosh. Okay, so the apple really doesn't fall too far from the tree. I must have gotten it from somewhere. My mom loves fashion. And we love shopping together.
There's Mama.
Hi, Mom.
Is that your mom, Darren?
That is my mom.
Do you phone each other before you go out just to coordinate?
That was coincidental. Or maybe we're just very much alike. But I think, like, the cool thing about being an adult child is that it comes with some sort of privilege of being able to give back. So I love the idea of just taking my mom for a shopping spree. She knows what she wants. I don't need to give her any advice, and I just want to be like, pick whatever you want. But at the same time, she's also, you know, taught me a lot in the kitchen. And I think, like, with Mother's Day, it comes with that, put your feet up, do nothing. And I really want to take it to the next level. Like, you do absolutely nothing. And just cook, like, a really stunning lunch.
The problem with moms is they're just not good at doing absolutely nothing.
Right? No, you got to force them.
Yeah, you really have to. So I've got a secret weapon in the form of grandchildren, which is basically, I'm like with my mom. This is your Mother's Day gift every day, okay? But so my mom and I are unbelievably close. She's like one of my best mates. And growing up, I mean, you can see there's that gorgeous face.
Oh, stunning.
We used to fight a lot, and I used to think it was because we were completely different. But it's actually because we're exactly the same. So all of the fire, the chutzpah, the creativity, everything that I value within myself, she has given me. I got it from my mama, which I absolutely love. So it's time. I feel like the biggest thing for me is I just don't get time with her as much as I would love to. So that's the main thing. And with her, it's difficult because she likes a lot of different things and she likes what she likes. So I wouldn't presume to kind of push the boat out too much.
You tell me what you want. It's the easiest way. They're happy and you can,
So we need to gift. We have to gift the mom something. So we got flowers, but of course Woolworths also has
which is a no-brainer.
A dynamic amount of things that we can pair with it as well. Because, you know, if you think about flowers, yes, fresh, beautiful, but what about a variety of like house plants as well? Because we want something to last. I mean, these flowers, they do last a very long time. Trust me, I love flowers from Woolworths.
I've tried and tested it myself.
Yes, indeed. Especially if you have the little sachet and you put it into the water.
Like food for the flowers.
That's true. But now I know that there's also some house plants that we need to consider, because I feel like that's the gift that keeps on giving. It's kind of like the grandkids that Graham has given his mom. You know, they're just there. It's like, here they are. So talk to me about the house plants, you know, some of those ideas as well.
Well, I mean, when it comes to the house plants, the great thing about it is that it sort of comes in this sort of gifting.
It's beautifully packaged,
Yeah, it's beautifully packaged, so it fits so perfectly on a counter. And then also, do you know what I love more than a flower? Is an actual big plant.
Yes.
Which sometimes goes unnoticed, because that's something that you could really spruce up your home with. And that's something that lasts for years. So we're talking like fiddle leaves and like palm leaves that also come in really beautiful baskets as well. So There's so much on offer.
You're talking about offers, you know that the W Rewards members save 59.98 when buying a 320-gram Bestie box as well.
Ooh.
And an Aram Lily for only 250 Rand. This offer is available until the 12th of May, and you can also shop it on the beautiful platforms like the app, which is wonderful. I think that's fantastic, or in store.
I think, I mean, you could look at one of these, Carl.
I could.
You could maybe
Perfect.
look at one of these.
Perfect.
I think they're perfect for you, man. And that's not all. On Saturday, the 11th of May, that's tomorrow, obviously, Woolies are hosting a few activations in some selected stores, including bloom bars with actual florists there who will do the personalization, wrapping stations where you can really show mama what she's worth. We might even throw a little Carl into that bouquet just for you. They're going to be available at Canal Walk, Sandton City, Eastgate and Gateway.
I love that idea.
Hey?
Your
I
mom
love that.
Brilliant.
That's right. Your mom will love me. I want to meet your mom so much. All right, discover
Who
the
said that?
perfect expression of appreciation and make this Mother's Day a day filled with, yes, flowers, but celebration, memories, cherished connections, and shop all of these beautiful bouquets. There's so many in front of you, almost in your face, at Woolworths, and of course in-store, online, and on the app.
And plus, one lucky viewer stands the chance of winning a 2,000 Rand Woolies gift card. So if you want to enter, go to the Woolies competition post on that's the Expresso Facebook, X or Instagram pages and tell us this. Where is Carl standing right now? No, that's not it. Why do you love Woolies flowers? Why do you love these flowers so much? And we've given you a few touch points there. Don't forget to include hashtag Woolies Mother's Day to qualify for that comp. And it closes at midnight on Mother's Day. That's obviously the 12th of May. That's this Sunday, but you can find all the T's and C's at expressoshow.com.
This is wonderful. It really is, eh?
Does it smell good?
That smells
They
so
smell
good.
absolutely amazing. Now, of course, we are all about those handy heroes and getting stuck into a little DIY. It's time for our Handy Heroes series, and we absolutely love this. We are honouring the wealth of knowledge found in our local hardware and paint stores across this country. And today, the experts at DIY Depot Savoy in Johannesburg share their top Plascon selections and invaluable painting tips as well. Maybe we'll find one of these hues there. Carl?
Powered by Plascon, today's handy heroes come from DIY Depot in Savoy, Johannesburg.
Our store has been in the community for over 20 years. We have built great relationships with our customers, and we know most of our customers by name. We are well known for our expert advice and have built a trusted relationship with our customers. What makes us unique? We are a Plascon Contractors Point of Sale Centre, where we give expert advice, outstanding customer service, and we own a fleet of vehicles where we not only service our local community, but service the whole of Gauteng. We offer not only tinting and decorative paint and industrial paint, but also do eye matching of any color that you can think of. My favorite Plascon paint? Well, that's easy. Microtex. Microtex is a premium quality, extremely durable, UV resistant, water-based coating with a fine texture. Used to weatherproof and protect exterior wall surfaces. It also comes with a new hairline crack filling formula containing Polycell fine crack filler, which helps with covering of hairline cracks. My DIY tip: why waste your time when we've got an own fleet of vehicles that not only deliver Plascon paint, but we also deliver building material to our local community and to the rest of Gauteng. DIY Savoy, your one-stop shop.
Handy heroes powered by Plascon. We've got this.
Paint on, you handy heroes. Go and do it. Let's colour the world with Plascon and turn every DIY dream into a very vibrant reality. Love it.
Vibrant realities. That is fantastic, of course. And of course, remember, keep on painting and keep on dreaming.
Handy heroes powered by Plascon. We've got this.
Now, I know it's tough for some of us to get into the English Premier League at this time of the season, and I say that as a Spurs
I'm
supporter.
okay with that.
Normally by now I've disconnected emotionally, but Lorenzo Dari certainly hasn't. Our sports producer is here to break it down for us, business end of the English Premier League right now. I don't know what picture that is on the screen there, but we'll chat about that now.
Yeah, I feel it's a beautiful picture, actually. It's lovely, I would say. But we also have a performance by Java. He's here to perform some incredible tracks for you, so make sure you stay right there in your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Drained? Dehydrated? You have lost more than just fluid. Recover faster. Add Rehydrate, SA's #1 oral electrolyte mixture.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Oh, welcome back as I try really hard to smile right now. It's match day 37 and things are heating up in the English Premier League. And this morning, we're going to dive into the highly anticipated clash between two old foes, Man United and Arsenal, with a shout at taking the title this year, with United seeking some redemption after a devastating defeat at the hands of Crystal Palace. They face a formidable challenge up against the Gunners, who are vying for that league title. I won't say they've got one hand on it, but they can smell it. It's there.
Yes,
Lorenzo
yeah.
Doris, our Expresso sports producer, joins us to chew on the gristle, if you will.
Yeah. I'm waiting for Carl to just, just throw
Your
some
face is so
comments.
gloaty.
Yeah, if Carl can just get it all out now, then we can actually, get this done.
Don't want to get anything out, but yes, Real Madrid are in the Champions League
Yes.
final. That's against Borussia Dortmund. That'll be on 1 June. And then, of course, La Liga champions for the 36th time. And who knows what else could come
Thanks for that,
through.
because I was
That's
thinking
it.
maybe this is Harry Kane, because I still have an emotional connection to Harry Kane.
Oh,
and
no.
you destroyed
let's not
that
go
as
there.
well.
Let's
You
not go
destroyed that.
I saw
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Empty pizza boxes,
So,
we-
well, look, just
Focus on you now.
to spread the pain, how are United doing after that loss?
I don't know what is going on at the moment. But we can, if we look at the stats, 11 first-team players out. Erik ten Hag not doing well. Since he got here, every week we've got a plan. We're still waiting to see that plan.
Yes.
So
why is he still there?
Yeah, well, at the moment, it is one of those things where when you get a coach in, you need to give them time. But with the fast pace of English Premier League, I think that it's come to a point where he's running out of time now with Ratcliffe. United can be a different team. We've seen them play against Liverpool. We'll see them go up against Manchester City. We could see a surprise, but Rashford's in doubt at the moment, so I don't know what's going to happen. The probability is 69% across all boards that Arsenal is going to take this one. They've been ruthless. Mikel Arteta has changed something in the mindset of this team, that they are champions.
And he's had the time to do it
And
as
he's
well,
had it. Yes, they don't know about the pressure that City has been able to absorb over all these years, where City just cruises at the bottom and then comes and takes it away, and then just fly with it. The difference here is the fact that they can believe after last season.
Yeah.
So they will believe in this match that they will get the double.
But I think I need to reverse here. You said that United are minnows. You said minnow teams. I know you made a
Minnow
reference.
teams, yes, I made a
I think
reference.
that I don't think that United have fallen, as far as everybody thinks. I honestly think, I believe that the project there are bones of a very good project. I just think that core of that team established...
So much pressure on the players as well. Mainu being one of them. And I feel that it's getting to him where he's just not being able to enjoy the football like we would like them to see. And that's the problem at the moment, because United is
going to win the league, and then this will be a moot point altogether. I don't know why City always seem to have a game in hand. It's like they get given 2 extra games just to balance out the 2 squads that they have. I promise you, it's not sour grapes. It's not sour grapes at all. Where do your allegiances lie? Are you Man United? Are you Arsenal? How do you think the Derby Day is going to play out?
For the weekend, honey, we deserve a weekend special. Thank you very much. And today, it is being served up by the king. I am talking about the Nkabi, the one who does the things that need to be done. Everybody, please give it up for Sjava with Ngibongi Seni. Let's make some noise.
Yeah. Yakumbula sakhula konke okwenzakala empilweni yami manje kuseyiphupho saphupha ngihlale njalo ngiguqa phansi ngedolo ngicela enkosini ngithandaza Nkosi ngcinela umama onempumelelo yami saphila Nayajabula thina ngibona ngiphila impilo engcono umntanami wonke umthwalo engangithwele enhlupheko ngathula umntanami Bongiseni 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 Bongiseni, 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 bongiseni. Sakula. Shout out to my mom.
You can feel that? Yeah, it's peace, honey. And it's all thanks to this king. It is Chava, everybody, and he's not going anywhere. He's right here on your Feel Good Breakfast show, making sure that we go into the weekend on the perfect note. So trust me, you're going to want to stick around because in Ubo, it says, Oshuba, my love, all in the name of making sure that you are feeling good indeed. We're going to take a short break, but we'll be back on the other side of this.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you beauties. Yes, the excitement level, the energy level has risen significantly in our studio, and there is a reason why. So this season of Top Travel has been amazing. Of course, brought to you by Halls, so we can all just stop and take a breath because there is a lot going on. And they've given the hosts the chance to refresh and refocus to take on their historical visit to Stone Town, which is awesome, a cave experience, and then a traditional boat cruise. Here's just a little sneak peek at this week's Top Travel adventure.
Channel your inner adventurer on Top Travel this Saturday night at 8:30 on S3 as Fez and I go deep-sea dining in Zanzibar.
I think this is one of the most unique, bespoke experiences that we've had so far in Top Travel. I mean, this was set up just for us. There's no one else out here, and the tasteful flavors of this meal just take it to the top.
That's Top Travel this Saturday night at 8:30. Repeat Sunday at 1 p.m. on S3.
Oh, and of course, there is a couple at the very heart of this incredible adventure, Doctors Fez and Anesu. Oh, yeah, can we give them a feel-good welcome? Because one of the doctors hasn't actually been to this studio, dude.
Yeah, listen, it's been a while, you know? It seems like you've paused, you've just stood still, I've aged, clearly.
That's exactly what I want to hear, my friend. That's exactly what I want to hear. Listen, I left my heart in Zanzibar. It's an amazing place with an offer of kind of relaxation, nature. I mean, the coastal area is just amazing. And then you've got the history, the culture, Stone Town. Did it meet your expectations?
Hi, Graham. So yeah, Fez and I had been to Zanzibar before, so we had really high expectations.
And that helps, yeah.
Yeah, but it blew us away all over again. You're so right. It takes a piece of your soul. The people are so warm there. The water too, which
exactly.
I love. And yeah, we had a great
That's
time.
exactly it, though, right? The water. Sometimes, I'm not saying like Camps Bay, it's beautiful. Everything's beautiful around
It
Cape
comes
Town.
at a cost.
But yeah, there's a bit of an iciness to the water. There, you could literally just sit in it the whole day and just bask in the sun. It was amazing. It was amazing.
And there's an adventure around every corner, whether you're going into the plantations, whether you're going into Stone Town. And I went to Stone Town on 2 very different days, one very touristy, one very rainy, and got to experience it as a local and as a tourist. Going back there a second time, what surprised you about Zanzibar this trip?
You know what it is? I almost feel like it's the thing of leaving parts of yourself in places, and we left a part of ourselves when we went there. It was our first international kind of trip. When we went a second time, there was just like little details that we couldn't appreciate, like the doors and the significance there.
I heard like you can go where Freddie Mercury was born, and you see these stylistic elements. Oh, they gave me some sexy music out just to get me going.
If I said Freddie Mercury,
I said because I said Freddie Mercury, so I won't mention another singer now. And we know I can't dance, eh? But there is something magical, literally, in those little finer details. What do you miss the most about Zanzibar now that you cast your mind back?
You know, for me, I love the water. So we did some snorkeling and just being under the water, seeing the marine life. And now, you know, we're in winter. I don't know, our weather here is getting a little bit dreary.
Crazy, yeah.
So just the sun and being in that warm water was amazing.
She's saying the snorkeling and the water. We almost didn't get to other destinations because she was in the water. All of us were like in there already. We're like, this was great, this is great. She's like, yeah, can I just spend a couple more hours?
I got more in me.
There is something about the emotional connection. When you do these kinds of gigs, you get introduced to a place through the people. Yeah. It might be through a meal. It might be through an experience where you get to dine and chatting to that waiter. There is something about the way the people engage with you in a place like Zanzibar. What were the people? What was the culture like plugging in this time?
I mean, as you could see just from that little snippet in the promo, Maasai, the Maasai people, I got to actually jump with the Maasai warriors.
How did you fare?
As a Zulu? As a Zulu warrior. I was like, I'm going to go through there. I'm going to rep the Zulu culture. But I fell in love there. And a part of me is honestly like, there's this duality now where I'm like, maybe I'm like a Maasai Zulu warrior amalgamation.
It's a new world, baby. It's a new world.
So much culture, so much history. And you can see that they live that life. And that's what makes it authentic for me.
For me, the standout was we had an incredible chef where we were staying. We stayed at Safira Blue.
Lucky.
Chef Keith, shout out to you. Keith. He is definitely a feeder. Yeah, he's got that affliction to him. He just kept bringing this amazing seafood.
And it comes literally straight from the ocean to your plate, literally.
Yeah, yeah. Incredible food.
So you guys, you can write the book, okay? And I'm sure there's going to be a coffee table book at some point on these kind of adventures, because once this bug is bitten, it's very difficult to let it go. Now that you've experienced Zanzibar for a second time, what tips do you have for would-be adventurers wanting to get the most out of this beautiful place?
I think the main thing for me is take your time. A lot of people think because it's an island that you only need maybe 3 or 5 days.
It's not a stopover. Get in there,
no,
man. Yeah.
Take your time there. You have to visit Stone Town as well. Even if you're staying on the coast, book a full day and go and explore.
Don't haggle for fabric.
Exactly. So that's the other thing, is try go there with somebody who is a local. I know, as you say, there's the tourist component, but you really get into a space when you see how everybody lives and moves through day to day. And those like little parts where he's like, nah, he's spices, they're nice, but let me take you to Mohammed. He's like, like those little nooks and crannies make it unique. And as everybody's going to see, we had a very unique experience because we did exactly that.
You have I've voiced this episode, so I got a sneak peek, and it's crazy the stuff that goes into these adventures. But the best part for me is just watching this little warm hug of a relationship happen all over the world. Absolutely beautiful. But we love what you guys are doing out there. So embrace it. I don't think we're going to get you back after this adventure. I have a feeling.
You might just become international citizens.
Nomads,
you know. Well, last time I'm in the studio, I'll be somewhere else in like a day or two.
When we move studios again, then you'll come back from China or somewhere. We love it, man. But no, you're doing amazing work on the show. You know, that authenticity, I think, is key for me. And clearly, they are loving their best lives right now. And you can too. You can live vicariously through them. Top Travel is Saturday, 8:30 p.m. with repeats Sunday at 1:30, and that's on S3. And remember, as a nice little added bonus, you stand a chance to win a trip to Amsterdam with KLM, that's Royal Dutch Airlines, and of course Halls. And here's how you do it.
Breathe for it with Halls. Refresh and refocus with a trip of a lifetime. Stand your chance of winning a trip to Amsterdam with 2 return economy tickets on KLM Royal Dutch Airlines and 20,000 Rand spending money. KLM invites you to take a seat on board. Enjoy the snacks and drinks that are included in your ticket, charge your phone, connect to Wi-Fi, or watch a movie. To enter, tell us what you love most about traveling. Comment on Top Travel's competition social posts using hashtag TopTravelTV, hashtag TravelWithKLM, and hashtag Halls Breathe for it. T's and C's apply.
It's time. Now, we saw this incredible couple on the couch. Of course, they are top travelers, but can they guess the meal? That is the question. We got the weekend treats edition of our Guess the Meal game right here in the Feel Good Breakfast Show. And I'm going to show my contenders a little series of blurred out picks. And of course, they have to guess exactly what those picks are. And the idea is to give it a little bit of weekend treat going through. Now, what I've provided them is 0-calorie pizza in front of them. As you may see, we're going to drizzle this with just a touch of clover olive pride to give it a little bit of extra flourish as well. That's it there. Beautiful.
Wow, like a pro there.
Go for it. I want you to do that. Yes, a little finesse. You've got to do a little bit of finesse. Finesse is what we do here, okay? That's it. So it's drizzled, which means now it's completely calorie-free. And now we can move on. So our favorite part of this is not only the snacks, but also checking things out. We got the perfect condiments ready to go. Touch of olive oil, a little bit of herbs. And now let's get into the pride of guessing these very, very interesting pictures. These are weekend treats, so you two are against each other.
Okay, that's great. We're very competitive.
Is this a rivalry?
It is a rivalry. It's happening, so good luck to both of you. All right, so this is how we're going to do. We have a few images. They are blurred out. As soon as you know what they are, tell me what they are. Let's check it out. What do you think? So let me give you a clue to help you out. Okay, so it is a condiment. It's made with olive oil and herbs. And
Basil pesto?
Wow. But you can put on pizza, was my last little bit of clue. Which should be fine, right, I suppose? What do you think? What's your guess? Think about it.
I was going to say basil pesto, but
also,
you know, as a gentleman, I allowed her to do it.
Yes.
So basil pesto.
Here's the answer. Pesto! Well done. 1 point to you.
Thank you.
First.
I had to get in there quickly.
It's okay. You have to. All right, let's go to another. The competition's crazy. Next one. This is
guacamole. Nachos and guacamole.
Partner to those Friday night nachos. All right. What's the answer there? Guacamole!
See what I deal with
figured
now.
I should,
Can you
it should be
see?
equal.
1-1.
Should be equal.
This is how 30 seconds goes in our
I
household.
can feel this tension.
Because I thought you were supposed to finish saying stuff and then
Yeah,
choose.
let's let him finish the clues. Let's let him finish the clues
Okay,
this
no
time.
clues. I'm giving you no clues now.
Thank you.
Oh, you guys should meet Zoe. You would be the perfect competitors
Listen,
against Zoe.
I might even do this with my eyes closed and not even look at that.
Oh, wow.
Okay,
Give
next
it a
one.
go. Give it a go.
What is that?
Chocolate cake.
Chocolate cake? What do you think?
I didn't even turn around. It is a chocolate cake. Brownie,
cake?
but
Oh,
What?
you
What do you-
changing?
it's a brownie.
What are you saying? So you were saying cake, or are you going to go with
Brownie.
cake? Brownie. What is it?
What is it?
Okay. It is?
Know the difference, right? With a cake, there's a bit of a fluff to it that you kind of see. It's a bit more elevated. A brownie's a bit more dense.
Wow.
You know, I'm having that same feeling. You know when you go over to your friend's place and they start fighting, like I feel that whole thing. You don't even know where to put your face. You're like,
Yes.
okay, cool. Thanks for inviting me, guys. I have an
Yes.
appointment, but it's the next one. Here we go. What do you think this is?
This is a very...
I could probably
Okay,
help you
yeah,
with this
yeah.
one.
Maybe a clue with this one.
Right, I stand watch from dawn till night with feathers fluffy, oh so bright.
Chicken wings.
Oh.
Peri peri chicken wings. I'm just gonna add that in there.
What is
I'm
it?
just gonna add that in there.
A lot.
Oh.
Boom. Thank you.
Sweet.
Sweet.
Okay, thank you, Dan.
Let's do a next one. Come on now, you got this. Ooh, interesting. What is that?
Okay, that looks like a... Are you going to give us a clue?
I
before
can give you a
guess
clue.
it?
I tell you, no, I will give it a clue. I sit in the cold, never bold.
Ice cream.
Ice cream.
I think I got that one. I definitely said that one first thing.
But you know what? You can
I
have
definitely
you
said
can
that.
have ice cream, vanilla ice cream, but sure.
Ice cream.
Hey!
Ice cream.
That is fantastic. I wonder, can we do one more? Let's go one more. Let's
It's
go. for it,
3-2 thus far.
Yes.
Okay,
I've
thanks.
been
We
counting.
didn't need
What is
reminding.
this?
A popcorn.
Yeah, that's popcorn.
Yeah,
that's
popcorn,
definitely
yeah.
popcorn.
I feel like it's popcorn too. What is it? Let's see. It's popcorn. Congratulations to the
thank you.
winners.
Thank you.
Winners, you heard that there.
I don't want to start any trouble.
Thank you.
I love Top Travel so much. Can we please keep that show together? I'm going to keep the peace. Diplomacy is important. So, I'd actually love to hear from you as well. I know you're competitive too. So, what is your favorite weekend meal or treat you love to enjoy? Connect with us online and do let us know. And stay right there. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Experience the new face of Clover Olive Pride Oils. Your same trusted choice for premium olive oil. Same great formulation, fresh new look.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. As you know, thank you so much for staying right there. You know, we're going to start your weekend, but we need food. We love food over here. And we're going to give you our next recipe. It's bold, flavorful, a twist on the classic spaghetti dish. This is spaghetti all'assassina. This is a beautiful thing. You have to say, assassina. Assassina. I got the perfect individual. You see, these two are going to cook it with me. In fact, I'm not going to do anything. I'll tell them what to do. Okay. But I want to see how a couple cooks it, because the thing is, they are so competitive. I think it's going to be great. So it promises to elevate your pasta game with its unique cooking method that results in a deeply caramelized pasta and a rich, intense competition. Excuse, I meant sauce. Sorry. So don't skip there's a step over here that's quite important. Toasting raw spaghetti. You may not know this technique, but it gives you something fantastic. It's a nuttier flavor that comes through. It enhances the overall finished product. So the mouthfeel is very, very important for this. So we are going to swap it around. So let's do a substitution and come there, the doctors. There we go. Right. This is how you guys work together on this recipe. I'm going to tell you something. There's no competition, although we will be checking your results after. Now,
don't do that.
Doctors, here we go. Okay, so in this flatter pan over here, we have something fantastic, which is, right, tomatoes, canned tomatoes, chili, pepper, salt, and then you're going to grate some garlic.
Nice.
Okay? And that's going to go into the flat pan over there. All right, so you can go for it.
Can I
for it? Yes, you may, of course.
I'll do the garlic.
Let me see. I just want to check if the heat is on there. I think
so.
There we go. Oh, let's see.
The knob. Oh, yeah.
Do you see? You have to check the heat, man.
Oh, yeah. It is on.
There we go. It's going.
Okay. Gordon Ramsay would be proud.
That's it. Thank you so much.
Yeah. With the.
Yes.
Ooh.
What are you?
What are you doing?
All right.
Okay. Some in there.
Look at this teamwork.
Okay, cool.
This is what I like to see. This is top travel right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Okay. And we're going to Italy for Assassina.
Assassina.
Clearly, I didn't get the lyrics, but that's the vibe. Can I just throw that in there?
Just in terms of, you know, the top travel as well, and some of the journeys and explorations as well, you know, Italy.
It has to be.
I need to ask about Italy.
You know, we want to travel the whole world, and then once we're done, Elon Musk and us are gonna, you know, Mars.
Yes.
Mars is like season 7, Mars.
That's fine.
Space.
Yeah, there won't be a season 8, clearly, once that happens. But yes.
Why? Because we're staying there.
I don't know if we're making it back from Mars.
Mars? I mean, that sounds like an adventure, but that's the thing. So, just, Anessa, in terms of, you know, traveling, they always say that you find, you know, out more about the people around you when you travel. Because the thing is, when you travel, there is an element of surprise, there's an element of, you know, it's problem solving, etc. So I'd like to know what, you know, about Fez that you've learned in terms of the traveling experience, you know, in different countries. And, you know, don't hold back. This is, I know it's a TV show, but we're going to make it a reality TV show quick, fast, if you want to. So talk to me. What do you think?
No, I mean, the main thing that I knew already is Fez is definitely a morning person. In case you didn't know, this guy is up and ready in the morning.
I know he is.
I take a little bit of time to rev up there, but it's really useful having a partner who is up and ready to go, because then I slowly get into things, you're planning, you're getting the day started.
That's great.
So that's been really good. And we balance each other off really well. There's banter, we have fun, but there's a lot of love there too, you know?
I can hear the banter, it's all over. Just Fez, in terms of cooking-wise, who is the person in charge of cooking? Are you the person?
I mean...
No, I can see.
But you haven't stirred yet. What's going on here?
I was about to do
It's a slow cook over there. That's how it goes. In fact, I'm going to let you caramelize the spaghetti.
Okay, so I've never done that before.
You know what? I'll be honest. I've never caramelized spaghetti, and this is a new recipe for me. This is assassina. Okay. So I'm assuming assassina means that maybe we are assassinating the spaghetti. I don't know. Maybe that's why it's called assassina. I don't know. But this is all you.
Okay.
You have to go into that.
This one, yeah.
That's correct. And you actually have to
get
toast
oil
the spaghetti.
around here.
Just don't break the spaghetti for our Italian viewers.
Yeah,
please.
I'm pretty sure.
Do not break the
trigger
spaghetti.
some people.
The viewership count will drop in half.
It would drop immediately. That's what it would do.
My ancestors.
That's it.
Okay.
So it's going to go in there, and
so
you're
it's
going to.
assassinating.
That's correct. Yeah.
Which uksina
like
in
this.
Zulu is actually to like the dance to.
Really?
So Italians
So you
and
kind of
Zulus Gasina, Assassina. It's just
that is amazing.
We're all one community, really.
Okay, well, the thing is, these pans are going to heat pretty slowly, I'll be honest with you, but it's okay because I think that's the thing about Assassina. It's about spending time with one another in the kitchen, and I think that's why it's lovely. And this is why we are going to continue this recipe in the next couple of moments with these two amazing doctors on Top Travel, of course. And it's been amazing to watch them not only be competitive but connected, but also to cook together. What else can we make them do? That's the question. You'll find out soon enough right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
What else?
Oh, thank you so much, Team Top Travel. Well, it is just about the top of the hour as we see in 8 o'clock. Let's dive right into our national news. And we're going to start with City Power in Johannesburg, who say it has so far restored 70% of the power supply for customers affected by cuts due to a fire under the M1 highway. So the fire occurred underground last Wednesday, apparently because of cable theft, and left parts of the city without power. The spokesperson for City Power, Isaac Mangena, said the companies hoped to restore all power supply by this morning. And he said that there was additional pressure on the power grid because cables were redirected to substations to speed up that restoration process. We stay in the country where Statistics SA says production figures fell sharply in the past year. The 6.2% drop in March's figures on a year-on-year basis is largely attributed to ongoing load shedding, the poor state of infrastructure and challenges at our country's ports. So Chief Economist of Econometrics, Azar Jamin, says the decline was fueled by the 15% drop in the vehicle manufacturing sector. That was after the flooding in KwaZulu-Natal forced operations at Toyota's plant just outside Durban to a standstill. And Jamin added that unions' demands for higher salaries, which were often unaffordable, had further contributed to the decline in productivity. Now, casting a wider net, let's see what is landing on the international front. Zimbabwe is now facing a significant decline in maize production this year, with output expected to drop by nearly 3/4 due to the country's worst drought in 4 decades now. The final crop assessment for the 23-24 season projects maize production at some 635,000 tons. That's a 72% decrease from the previous year's figures. That is massive. The El Nino weather phenomenon has exacerbated the situation, causing dry spells across southern Africa and impacting maize crops in countries like here in South Africa, Malawi, Zambia, and obviously Zimbabwe as well, and prompting declarations of national disaster due to crop failures. That is a massive blow. Now, a little further afield, thousands of pro-Palestinian demonstrators gathered yesterday in the Swedish city of Malmö to protest Israel's participation in the Eurovision Song Contest. And this as the city hosted the competition's second semi-final, in which Israel's entrant Eden Golan was performing, and on Wednesday Golan was booed during a rehearsal of her song Hurricane. But the crowd's response was more mixed yesterday, with cheers and some boos. And climate activist Greta Thunberg was among those attending the demonstration, which Swedish police estimated had as many as 12,000 participants in it. And then we round off with this incredible story. This is going to kind of shift your paradigm a little bit. A Sumatran orangutan named Rakus in an Indonesian national park, just look at that face, astonished researchers by self-medicating with a plant paste to heal a large cheek wound. You can see the gash on the face there. Scientists from Germany's famous Max Planck Institute observed Rakus using the medical plant Akar Kuning, known for its anti-inflammatory and antibacterial properties. Now, Rakus chewed the plant for several minutes, then repeatedly applied the liquid onto the wound and then covered it with the chewed leaves for some 30 minutes before then starting to chew on the leaves again and repeating the process. Remarkably, that wound healed within just 5 days and without infection. So this groundbreaking behavior, and I mean that, captured on film, marks the first ever recorded instance of a wild animal treating an injury with a medicinal plant, showcasing the ingenuity and resourcefulness of these intelligent primates who are, let's be honest, on the gene pool side, pretty darn close to us, maybe overtaking us in some instances. Incredible story to round up our news this morning. Let's get into the sport.
Thanks a lot, G. Let's wrap up the Sporting Action Your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And World Rugby has announced new law changes aimed at enhancing the entertainment value of rugby union. Starting from the 1st of June, teams will no longer be able to opt for a scrum when awarded a free kick, promoting open play. Offside players during kicks in open play will be required to retreat, creating more space. Additionally, a revised red card process will introduce automatic bans for foul play and allow a red-carded player to be replaced after 20 minutes. Let's head on over to football. An exciting evening of action last night. Bayer Leverkusen secured their place in the Europa League final with a 2-2 draw against Roma, winning 4-2 on aggregate. Despite being 2-0 down from the first leg, Roma levelled the tie with penalties from Leandro Paredes. However, Leverkusen regained the lead with an own goal from Gianluca Mancini in the dying moments. Joseph Stanisic scored to secure the draw, and Leverkusen will now face Atalanta in the final. That'll be on the 22nd of May. Now, staying with football, FIFA is under the threat of legal action from domestic leagues and player unions if the 2025 Club World Cup is not rescheduled. The World Leagues Association and FIFPro have expressed concerns about the overcrowded football schedule, claiming it has caused economic harm to domestic leagues and pushed players beyond their limits. They are urging FIFA to reconsider the Club World Cup and discuss the international calendar for the years leading up to 2030. FIFA has responded, stating that the tournament's schedule is harmonious and ensures player welfare. And on to cricket, Virat Kohli's exceptional 92 of just 47 balls propelled Royal Challengers Bengaluru to a commanding 60-run win over Punjab Kings in the IPL. RCB set a daunting total of 241 for 7, with Kohli's brilliance on display. Despite Riley Rousseau's fiery 61, Punjab faltered and were all out for 181. That's it for sport. Let's take a final look at your traffic. Here's G.
Well, thankfully, not a huge amount to report on heading into our Mother's Day weekend. We're going to kick it off in Blobergstrand in Cape Town. There are heavy delays, and that's on the Potsdam Road due to a stationary vehicle on the dump site. Allow for some added travel time if you can, and just plan your route accordingly. Take a look at that map and see where to avoid. Let's get into the weather. Please take note, a couple of SA Weather Service warnings going out this morning. So we've got a yellow level 1 warning for damaging winds, posing risks such as localized runaway fires, temporary structure damage, and challenges for high-sided vehicles on prone routes in the southeast of the Northern Cape, the southwest of the Free State, and then the northern interior of the Eastern Cape. And then additionally, there is a yellow level 2 warning for wind and waves and that's being forecasted, potentially causing navigational difficulties between Saldanha Bay and Cape Agulhas. And moreover, extreme high fire danger conditions are anticipated in the central Karoo of the Western Cape, the central and eastern parts of the Northern Cape, and then the southwestern areas of the Free State, and then certain areas within the Eastern Cape's interior. Please be vigilant and report any potential signs of fire. Massively important. So let's temper that news with one of your sunrise views. And we've had some crackers this morning, but this one won out. It was sent in by Usha from Johannesburg. Absolutely beautiful. That's how you wake up and embrace the day. Good morning, Josie. If you want to send us your pics and be featured on the show, you can share your morning view by using our WhatsApp line 0634088863. We'd love to see how you wake up in the morning. Now let's see how we're going to feel waking up this morning. A mixed bag of temperatures. Let's see how it's looking in your part of the world.
right, so the doctors, they were in the kitchen doing something that was caramelized, the beautiful spaghetti all'assassina. And we wanted to do the caramelization. I think you did a phenomenal job on that spaghetti caramelization. Because remember,
Super toasty.
we need to finish this off now. So, of course, Dr. Fez, the way you just... you did something to that sauce, my friend. That is what assassina is, you know.
Okay,
that is
okay. Whoa.
And now you pour it all over the caramelized spaghetti. And now this is going to give you a beautiful, rounded, nutty flavor. It's going to add the unctuousness that only Top Travel can provide to dishes like this. And as you can hear, you hear that singing? That is the songbird of a relationship right there. It's a connection.
Yes.
It is. It really is. Yeah, no, I'm just saying this is what you are all about here. And I love the unity in the kitchen. And that's going to do its work. As that beautiful sauce, the moisture of the sauce is now going to soften the spaghetti, giving you that beautiful texture that you know and love while adding the nuttiness and beautiful flavor. And that is a spaghetti all'assassina alla doctas on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you. That is incredible. Now, coming up on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, we're going to continue. We've got an actress that we need to chat to. That was Zanele in Joburg. And then, of course, Mother's Day gifting continues. We have all the ideas for you, so make sure you stay there. It is your Feel Good Al-Assassina show.
Charles.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Oh, yes, baby. This is what weekends are made of right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It is the delicious food, it is the good music, and it is also the incredible guests. We're getting ready for Mother's Day, and this morning we are joined by a mother of the theatre. She is a queen and somebody who takes on each and every one of the things that comes before her with such grace, but also with so much professionalism, because she is an absolute consummate professional, someone who genuinely lives in our hearts, because I say that she comes from Isidingo. You remember Erin McPherson, the lady who was fierce? Yes, I am talking about Tessa Java, and this morning we are hearing about her brand new play, Two Lovers, that is going to be at Santon, or rather theatre on Santon at the Square, and we're going to be hearing all about what we can have in store. Everybody, please welcome Tessa Java! Tessa, how are you this morning?
I'm very well, and thank you for that very kind introduction.
Oh, it's only the truth, though. And I'm so, I'm starstruck right now because you are absolutely incredible. But I want to start right here because you're somebody who has done so much, and you went to school in the 90s in UCT, right?
Drama school, yeah.
Yes. And you were someone who, I guess, got to learn your acting chops then and everything. You know, what was different in terms of breaking into the industry then and breaking into the industry now, would you say?
Oof, I think it's always been tough.
Really?
I think the challenges are the same. And I'm so glad you didn't say in South Africa, because there's, you know, there's this misconception that, oh, it's really hard to make it in South Africa.
Yeah.
Whereas, you know, trying to get into the acting world is tough.
Really?
Anywhere you go. I almost think the pool is smaller here.
Sure.
And with a lot of hard work. I mean, I had a few things going for me when I graduated. I'd gone to a very good drama school.
Yeah.
UCT. And yeah, as you say, like I've always taken my work very seriously.
Yeah.
Like, for example, when I was, you know, in the week of our final exams, final practical exams, which is all consuming.
Yeah.
I went to an audition for a professional play and got that job. So I, you know, kind of had my eye on the prize early on.
I love that.
And then also, I mean, it's got to be said, you know, at the age of 22 when I graduated, I must admit that I kind of represented physically a very castable thing.
Yeah.
You know, at drama school, you're playing an 80-year-old and then you're playing a Greek lead and all of these things that your teachers try and increase your range.
But you were
quite
a young
honestly,
girl.
when you're 22 and you graduate, like you're being cast as a young girl, like the girlfriend of the lead or the daughter of the lead or something. So I was lucky in that way.
You were in a good place. You've been in many good places, though, because you've had so many highlights along your whole entire career, from Isidingo to all of the different plays you've done in theatre. I need to put you on the spot now and ask you to choose your children, because I want to hear... I need you to choose your children in terms of the plays you've done and the characters that you've played. What has been your absolute favourite?
Without hesitation,
yes,
I can say that this role I'm working on at the moment is my favorite. And it's not just because it's recent.
Yeah.
Like, for a bit of context, like I've been playing like the private school mom for a while.
Yes.
And this role that I'm playing at the moment in Two Lovers is the opposite of that. She's a fiery and funky and you know, lively woman who is just like, it's so refreshing to me, and I absolutely love this piece.
That's beautiful. It challenges you.
It does, but it also resonates with me. Like I'm finding it just the material is very lovely to work with.
I love that.
Yeah.
And also, you're someone who just seamlessly transitions from being on television to being in theatre. Tell us a little bit about what it takes to be able to do that. You know, what are the different things that you kind of need to just let yourself adapt to when it comes to moving from the different mediums?
Right, I haven't always done it very well, I've got to be honest.
Okay.
I did my first TV series in matric.
Yes.
And when I look back on that work, it's a little cringy.
Girl, but...
Because...
You're your own worst critic.
Okay.
Yes.
But somebody put it... This is the best... Someone put it so beautifully. And this is a gem in terms of adapting energy and style for theatre versus TV.
We're listening.
Okay. So if you think of it as a triangle.
Yeah.
So when you're in the theatre, you are at the point of the triangle and you projecting out into a triangle like this, because, you know, it's all about making everything red in the back. I would say, project to the back row. So the triangle goes like this. When you're on the camera, it's like your whole self, all of your being has to be pinpointed into the lens of the camera.
Wow.
So you've got to take all of this and make it like put it just there.
On that point.
So that's the difference.
Is that why you're always on point? I love that. Yeah, okay, all right. I love that too. So that's actually such a beautiful analogy.
Because it's hard to really just internalize.
Yeah.
You know? And that's simplifying things. But yeah, it's that energetic thing, like just honing it down.
100%. Ma'am, I am so excited for us to be able to see you project out. Because,
yeah. That's the triangle at the moment. We're working in the...
Exactly. Tell us about Two Lovers, please.
It's a comedy about heartbreak.
Okay.
So I know that's kind of like a contradiction, but it's this 1 hour exploration of what goes on in a long-term relationship.
Sure.
So anyone who has attempted something like that...
Hey, we've attempted. Yes, Tessa, speak to us.
will resonate with the piece. Someone put it so well in saying that it's not hard work theatre. You know, you're not going to go there and work and cerebral. It's like anyone can relate. It's a 1 hour journey.
Yes.
It's 2 actors on stage, which is this most delicious text. It's written by my fellow actor, Taya Holman.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, it's funky, it's fun.
Yes.
It's all the feels. And while it's about heartbreak, you leave with a warmth in your heart. So you'll leave the theatre feeling buoyed up.
Love it.
And positive, yeah.
I love it. And where can we get tickets before I ask you about Mother's Day?
So it's CompuTicket. So you can go online. The CompuTicket website is called Two Lovers, Theatre on the Square, Santon. And it starts at 7:30. You can go and have a lovely dinner in the square.
Yes.
Watch an hour of theatre and be in bed by 9 o'clock.
Love it. Love it. And what we also love is that we're getting to celebrate the likes of you this weekend. Please tell us, you know, how do you do it in terms of being a mother, but also being on stage and doing everything else that you do?
Sure.
And what does it mean to you as well?
So it is a juggle, and my life, you know, it's feast and famine. Sometimes there months go by where I have no work, and I'm the most present mom doing all the lifts and all the ballet buns and everything. And then suddenly I'm not. So it's with the help of my incredible husband and nanny.
Yes.
This year I was away for 2 months. So last year Pumzile got her driver's license and she was doing the school lifts. Because up until then I'd been like relying on the amazing parent network, neighborhood lift clubs and all of this. But when I was away for a month and a half, it was just impossible. So I really needed like a professional setup there. And as I say, it's like, it's a give and a take. So when I'm fully there, I can do all the lifts and then rely on everything. And then, I mean, credit to my husband, because it's got to be said, like, when a project comes up and I'm going to be away from home and it's like, oh, we've got holiday plans and then they get cancelled because, you know, everything's always, you know, unpredictable.
Up in the air,
The one thing he just says to me is, congratulations.
I love it.
Because I got the job.
Come on!
And we'll make a plan. He said, we'll work it out.
I love that. And that's the thing about moms, is that you guys always work it out. So happy Mother's Day in advance.
Thank
and
you
happy Mother's Day in advance to all the moms out there. It is all about celebrating you. And of course, we can celebrate soon enough with this beautiful queen right here. It is Two Lovers at Theatre on the Square, Santon. And you can get your tickets at CompuTicket. It is always so lovely to be able to celebrate the women that make our lives so much easier and also make them so much brighter. And of course, I know that Graham knows all about that. My Graham, I think it's a very happy Mother's Day to everyone out there, right?
Well, let's make it a chic Mother's Day, shall we? And, of course, one name jumps to mind. Chanel is a timeless classic that keeps on giving. Confident, sophisticated and iconic. It shares the best characteristics of those that truly are the special ones in our lives. And I'm, of course, talking about those mothers and those motherly figures. And this Mother's Day, spoil your mom with this ambery, fresh fragrance of Coco Mademoiselle and learn all about the signature Chanel makeup look. It's time for some pampering. And here to take us through the limited edition Mother's Day sets and offer some quick tips, some advice, and a few little hacks and tricks on key products for creating a flawless look is Niven Venkema, Chanel's national field trainer. I think probably the most emotionally invested person when it comes to this brand, because it's your purpose now.
Absolutely.
And you get to provide a little bit of magic in women's lives, which we love, especially around this time. When we talk about fragrances, courtesy of Chanel, when you hear the name Coco, you know something magical is coming. Talk me through the Mademoiselle range.
Of course, and I think you mentioned the name Coco Mademoiselle itself, and with the house of
You
Chanel,
sound so sexy compared to me, man.
Well, you actually nailed it as well.
Really?
So well done to you.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
so
man.
golden stick up, I had one. So basically, Coco Mademoiselle is one of our most iconic fragrance in the house. So we speak about heritage fragrance, but this fragrance has actually drawn number 5 in its popularity as well. So we speak about an icon that was created when the early 2000s, the fragrance industry was launching something quite zesty, quite fresh. Coco Mademoiselle came with something ambery and fresh. So we speak about the freshness, that feminine side from the rose and jasmine, but that's characteristic, an inch of masculinity with the patchouli and vetiver as well. And I think it was quite of a daring and challenging fragrance to wear, but that was Chanel's mindset back in 1924 when she would come up with something unpredicted in the industry. Absolutely.
Disrupting. She might have been the first disruptor.
She was known for it. I mean, we call her an actual rebel at heart for a reason.
I love that.
She will never follow what society tells women to be. And this is a legacy that we carry today as well. And to go back to our iconic fragrance this season as well. So we use the inspiration of an icon translated into a Mother's Day set, basically, if you had to say it that way. So we have the fragrance layering set as well as the beauty essential set. So just a bit of customizing, a bit of personalizing with the icon always put forward in this collection.
I'm just seeing, because this is something quite particular, you know a Chanel woman, you know someone who has that history with cocoa.
Absolutely.
This allows you to be a little bit more nuanced. It's not just buying the fragrance, but you can buy the set that matches the person, the personality, the nuance of their personality, which
Absolutely,
I love.
absolutely. It's almost combining timelessness and edgy together.
Yes.
You can say it that way. It's never forgetting the heritage behind the house. I think that's the most important.
But moms like to be a little edgy as well.
Who doesn't
Hey,
want to,
come
right?
on.
Absolutely.
I love that.
And we speak about fragrance layering as well. And I think it is something quite important globally in the perfumery industry. There are two main reasons why, actually. So number one, it's a priming concept, right? To really enhance the longevity of your fragrance, but most importantly, to amplify the diffusion of it. And hence the reason why. So it's not necessary to make your fragrance smell stronger, but it's to make sure that the diffusion is happening throughout the day, consistently.
Wow, because, I mean, if you're going to invest in a piece like this, you want it to shine for the entire day.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Every little moment, every little passing, it must come and still be as strong. So let's move into the skincare space, and we want that flawless look, and I think that's your benchmark. So I'm going to ask Sia to join us, an absolutely gorgeous model who is, well, look, I think she starts on the flawless basis point, but maybe you can take us through a few tips and tricks to really elevate our game.
Of course, and we speak about the essentials as well. And within the house of Chanel, makeup is seen a bit differently. And our own vision here, we speak about simple yet spectacular, but also effortless beauty. But most importantly, beauty coming from within your skin.
Yes.
And this is something I really love to do, is re-embracing everybody's canvas. We speak about essential. As we know, we are quite a house of superstition with number 5. We speak about 5 essential products all at once together. And let's start with the cheeks as well, with our latest addition in the cheeks family called Numéro 1 de Chanel. And here we speak about the hybrid of treatment with color all together, actually.
Oh, wow.
So imagine combination of pigment and treatment all together.
In one, I absolutely love that.
And you see as well, once you apply it on, it melts instantly on the skin.
I love this because it's not for the sake of, it's not beauty at the expense of the quality of the skin or the effect on the skin.
Absolutely.
And I love the fact that you're not painting over the canvas, you are embracing the natural canvas and highlighting, amplifying that.
I mean, also, I'm quite blessed with a beautiful canvas today.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, I don't think you could go wrong with Sia. She's trying to be humble here and not smile too much, but she is gorgeous.
But to be honest with you as well, and I think most of the time when it comes to a product specifically, the only way to experiment or to experience a product capacity is to use your hands. Your hands are your best tool when it comes to experimenting the texture correctly.
You want the feel. Yeah,
absolutely,
you need that tactile element, sure.
And I think for this year in 2024, blush is doing a massive comeback in the industry as well. It's all about that beautiful flush of color, the color coming from within your skin tone as well.
I love that. And that seems to be a theme this winter as well. Normally we go muted, but we are seeing, even in our fashion, just pops of color, those beautiful warm shades. You can feel that warmth. It becomes an experience of beauty as opposed to just a net result of look, if you know what I mean.
Definitely, definitely. And like we said as well, I mean, those type of look are so individual. Every single person makes a different statement with those type of product, which I love. So it is really, really focused on individuality when we speak about the texture, the reflection, but most importantly, the actual product of the year is the Mermaid Glow Stick from our spring collection. And here I like to describe it almost as glaze, a skin glaze.
A skin glaze, the finishing touch.
Absolutely. A beautiful sort of wet look, beautiful iridescence as well. And everything that I'm speaking about are actually available at our Willie's Beauty counters nationwide. So everybody can go and experiment those products.
I love it. Maybe that speaks to my final question here.
Sure.
I mean, I love that because it's quite dramatic, it's quite chic. With a little bit of effort, you have achieved something very dramatic, which is beautiful. For the full Chanel experience this Mother's Day, what would you recommend those of us that really want to spoil our mothers?
I mean, what we experienced today on set actually is a complimentary service that is offered at any Woolworth counter.
Oh, really?
So 15 minutes complimentary service, makeup, fragrance layering as well for that matter. But certain selected doors also offer actual luxury skincare experience in the beauty room. And I think that is cherry on top to spoil your mum for the season, I would say.
And you don't have to tell her that it came for free. You can say that you spent a huge amount of money on it.
There we go.
But then, of course, the danger is chances are you're going to be leaving with one or more products, because when they are packaged this beautifully in these kinds of sets, gorgeous and so much value wrapped in as well. And the results, as you can see on Sia, quite spectacular. Shower your mom, your gogo, your auntie, your wife in the deluxe simplicity that is Chanel, the icon. And that's for a very special day. Make her feel special, and you can shop the Coco Mademoiselle collection right now and a whole lot more at Woolworths, and that's available in-store, online, or on the app. But I would take that special woman in your life in-store so she can experience this firsthand.
Please do so.
Oh, Niven, you're an absolute
Thank
beaut.
you.
We'll see you in a moment.
Thank you.
Mum stands for care. So honor your mum this Mother's Day and one of 20 Pamper package and spa vouchers, each worth 2,000 Rand, could be yours. So enter on the Mum Facebook or Instagram page at Mum South Africa, like or follow and comment on the competition post with the special quality you got from your mum. Now don't forget to use the hashtag #IGotItFromMyMum. Now the competition closes the 13th of May and your T's and C's apply.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your feel-good fiery breakfast show, Expresso here on S3. As my voice changes, because we have with us a unique, ideal thing to add to your particular repertoire. Picture this, a tranquil evening, stars twinkling above and the gentle glow of a fire dancing in the midst of loved ones. That's the magic of the Hufat's Spinfire tabletop lantern, the ultimate gift for the incredible mothers in our lives. Sorry.
Say it. Now, like my voice has dropped like 9 octaves just to match you there, Carl. I love what you're putting down.
Yeah, man.
It's not just about the stunning aesthetics, as you can see. It's functionality. It's about the emotions it evokes. I love the flame. The warmth emanating from these flames mirrors the love and the appreciation we feel for our mothers, or those special mother figures in our lives. I almost want to say, can we turn the studio lights off so that we can see this in its... No, you don't have to do that. We're not going to bring the world to a standstill, but I'm just looking at it. You can see the science playing out. So I'm going to light this beautiful little creation right next to us. So here, that's obviously what you do to quell the flame. But you'll see here, it's got these beautiful little kind of the spiral-shaped little edges around here, and I'm assuming that's the heat rising sucks the air in and it creates the spiral.
It's a science project, but it's decorative. I like that. It's
really
giving
special.
science, but it's giving like you need that. And I think if you look at all the mothers around the world, it's about, you know, mothers do this. They light up our lives. They offer us so much guidance, and at the same time they could be in a spiral, but at the same time they keep on going and burning on to look after us. I think that's why this is so special.
Yeah, I think being a mother is a superpower from the second that it kicks in till, well, the very day that you disconnect from your kids, which is probably never. Your mother is there and is always that. She represents that flame that keeps a family together. And I love the fact that you can do something that looks amazing. It's going to be, obviously, from a stylistic point of view, decor perspective, absolutely gorgeous. It's a bit of like a conversation starter.
But then
it's functional.
There's warmth coming from this thing.
Oh, it is beautiful.
Can you imagine that? That is awesome. And I said to you, what you need to do is try and buy a gift for your mom, but then also give it a bit of justification in the card and say, like, the reason why you have done this for me is that, you know, you've been giving me so much warmth in my life. And you've lit every single fire, you know, under me to be more successful, to be motivated. And this is why I got this for you.
And I think your mom would absolutely love this, but you would love that connection as well. I think the best part, the Hoffa-spun tabletop fire lantern is suitable for both indoor and outdoor use as well. It is solid and strong, and it's versatile. And I think it is a beautiful and very thoughtful Mother's Day gift. Well, pretty much any occasion it would suit. And if you want to check out their full range, which is very exciting, you can go and check out this eonline.co.za. We'll keep that those details up. The perfect fusion of innovation, style, and ultimately functionality for indoor or outdoor enjoyment. And I have a feeling with the weight of this base and the sturdiness of this construction, it'll handle the wind.
It will.
In this part of the world. But it just looks beautiful. And it's almost like a uniform flame.
I think it's great.
It's gorgeous.
And I know what you're thinking. You know, we're showing you this thing, and it's like, why are you showing us this? I mean, how about us actually jumping in and actually giving you something, and we'd like to offer you that. So, yes, you guessed it. You do stand a chance to win one of 4 Hoffa spin fire lanterns, the 90-centimeter edition, and the bioethanol to the value of 1,400 Rand each. The bioethanol, of course, is what is really giving this flame its beautiful, unique properties. So if you want to win, simply reply to the competition post on the Expresso Facebook, Twitter, or X, or Instagram page, and tell us, how will you incorporate this lantern into your Mother's Day celebration to create unforgettable moments? And don't forget to add that hashtag spin and, of course, hashtag EI online. And the competition closes Sunday, 12 May. That's Mother's Day at midnight. T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com.
Special. Oh, man,
gorgeous,
that's beautiful. Well, I think we are inspired by our mothers today, so let's continue that inspiration. And speaking of soaking it up in nature, outdoors, getting that green energy, you can celebrate your mom this Mother's Day from a different perspective. I'm talking from cozy jackets to outdoor essentials. You can find the perfect gift at Cape Union Mart, just like Zoe did, and she had a lot of fun doing it. Take a look.
Mother's Day celebrates the adventurous spirit and love of exploration that every mother embodies. It's a time to honor the women who have nurtured our sense of wonder and encouraged us to embrace the great outdoors. Today, I'm on the hunt for the perfect gift at Cape Union Mart. Who would have thought there are so many to choose from? I mean, this bottle is fantastic. This is a winner. Oh, look at all of these gift ideas on display and these incredible slippers. Now, I can picture my mom enjoying these beauties after a long day on her feet. Now, what makes a perfect gift absolutely perfect is knowing who you're buying for. Now, my mom, she's an armchair adventurer, and I think when it comes to finding the perfect gift for her, we need to start with the beautiful jackets because you can never go wrong with a K-way. And for all the dog moms, K-way has a puffer jacket range for dogs. How adorable is this? It comes in different colors and sizes, and if you cannot find it in store, you can simply shop it online. It was a successful expedition. I found my mom some practical and stylish items that she's going to love this Mother's Day. From adventure-loving moms to those who cherish cozy moments, Cape Union Mart has an awesome range of gifts that you can shop for mom this Mother's Day. Shop in-store or online at capeunionmart.co.za.
You can follow our incredible Zozo's example and go and explore Cape Union Mart for yourself. Go and dive into their top-rated gifts and get 20% off selected women's knitwear, fleece tops, slippers, bottles, flasks. They've got some insane flasks, some insulated jackets, all for Mother's Day, so your mom can go and have an experience with those gifts. And this deal ends Sunday, obviously Mother's Day, the 12th of May, so don't miss out. Go and shop in-store, or you can check out their presence online, capeunionmart.co.za. There is a whole world of adventure awaiting. Go and give your mom the license to explore. But right now, we need to explore our studio to find that special thing.
Yes, that special thing. So true. Now, we've been asking you to identify a certain object, item, piece of decoration, whatever that may be, and we gave you a little clue. Let me remind you, the clue was, amongst the studio craze, a lone cherry's color does blaze. If you can identify that anywhere in the studio as you've been watching a Feel Good Breakfast show, we'd love for you to get involved, because who knows what could be in it for you. So think about cherry. Think about things that could be just found naturally in the studio, whatever that may be. And of course, let us know exactly where you see it and what it is on our social media pages for a chance to win. We'll see you in the next couple of minutes right here on your Feel Good Breakfast show with our favorite doctor couple. Will they be competitive again, or will they share a bit more about their experiences in Zanzibar? You'll find that out soon enough. Keep looking.
Don't fall victim to intestinal worms. Use kid-friendly Vermox twice a year and get rid of unwanted guests. Vermox.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's been made a whole lot more feel good this morning because we've had some quality time with two of our favorites, chatting to Fez and Anesu about their time in Zanzibar, and it seemed magical. And they're going to tell us a little bit more about, oh man, their stunning accommodation. It's the Safira Blue Luxury Resort and villas. Okay, when we talk, maybe we should have started with this for our travel tip, because when you get to live in this kind of luxury, and I did when I was in Zanzibar as well, not courtesy of my own wallet, but because of trade, thank the Lord, but you get a taste of that kind of magic. Talk me through the setting in itself.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Safira Blue. I mean, that's also part of like traveling. If you get an accommodation that just stands out, it's going to be something you hook all the memories to.
For sure.
And
it
when you
becomes that
step
anchor, yeah.
into that space, they've actually orientated it so you can see the beach and the waters, but then there's also like this 4-tier pool that kind of cascades, and it's almost like it flows into the beach. And as you step in, you're just like, oh, all my worries thrown away. It's incredible.
It takes quite a balancing act to make it feel like your home while you are there, yet maintain that level of luxury, because most of us don't live in that level of luxury from day to day. But they seem to find that balance perfectly. How did they get that right, do you think? What was the real plus point of this?
Well, I mean, the first thing is it's quite a big resort, so to walk around is a bit much. So they have these quad bikes which take you, well, you
As
take
one
yourself
must,
to your room and around everywhere. Then they take you to your room, which is actually a whole villa just for yourself, right on the coast. I mean, the views are incredible. You wake up looking at the ocean, and then there's a smiley face everywhere you go. People are smiling, inviting you to explore the experience. It's just, nothing can beat it. We had a great time.
Can you still remember how to speak the lingo? How do you say?
All I know is pole pole, which is slowly.
Yeah, Hakuna Matata.
I think that's always the one that kind of sticks with you.
There was, what was that? Pili pili hoho, which is a
so
spice.
That's spicy spice. Mashimiwa. So that's like Mr. When you go Mashimiwa, okay, Mashimiwa, and then you say the name. Because you have to be respectful.
Because when you're staying in a villa like that, you got to
exactly. The titles.
Respect,
It's the titles, yes, sir.
There are many amazing resorts, and especially in this part of the world, because they are primed for that kind of tourist activity. What do you think sets this property apart? Because there seems to be a few points of differentiation. Now, what made it memorable, unforgettable for you guys?
Me, I always say this, and thankfully we've been able to travel so much, but it is really the people. And I think you always win on your staff, or the people who work there, and how they interact with the guests, because you can build an incredible kingdom, but if the people that are in it are not great, then you don't feel like you're actually being accommodated for. And that, for me, I mean, Keith, the chef, he was amazing. There was anything that we needed. They were like, okay, what is it you need? Okay, do you need some space? Like, it was that catering process, as well as, for me, what was unique is that they had the Maasai warriors also there stationed as kind of the protection and the security. So there is also that integration with the community, which is always great.
Awesome, man. So it's not done for the sake of, at the expense of the people who are actually living there. You need a home base that feels like home, so you can go and explore, but it can be a little overwhelming when you're taking in as much as you can. I still dream of the blue, of swimming in that water. I remember those experiences in Stone Town. I got clipped by a guy on a scooter, and then I ran to the aid of a woman. It was like I had like a whole adventure.
There's a lot going on.
There is a lot going on, so you need to be able to balance that out with the ultimate chill. With this as your home base, what stood out? What was the major highlight, do you think? Stone Town is just magical, but you guys had unrestricted access to some amazing activities.
We just had a great time on the water. Fez tried his hand at stand-up paddleboarding. That was interesting. I'm not going to spoil it for the viewers. You definitely want to watch that.
Did you squeal like the swing, or was that...
All I can tell you is the water is warm. I'm very intimately knowledgeable about what it's like to be in the water.
Yeah, so that was a highlight.
There we go.
There it is.
Listen, for a dude who's got the most jacked core probably in the country, I would have thought maybe you would have handled it a bit better.
I want everybody to feel accommodated for, so sometimes your heroes must fall.
If someone is planning that special break, a romantic break, maybe an anniversary, something building up towards a birthday, this speaks speaks to an experience as much as it's just a location. Any recommendations to get the most out of the space? Obviously, befriending the head chef.
Yep, that's
Tick
a
that box.
must.
That's
Yep,
a major,
yep.
major one. What would you recommend someone going to stay at this gorgeous locale, this little piece of paradise? How do they maximize that? I would almost say don't plan any activity so you can just lie there, but there's so much going on. How do you kind of get the best of that?
We had an amazing dinner the one night where they treated us to what they call a bush dinner, which is set out in the bush. You're by the coast, but you almost forget about that.
It's wild,
In this
yeah.
beautiful dome with fairy lights. I mean, it was stunning. We had lobster to eat. So that was a really special touch that they set up just for us. And it was this personalized dinner. Felt like it was just us in the world. So that's definitely a highlight. Definitely try to do a bush dinner.
I'm thinking proposals, anniversaries, anything
All of
along
it.
those lines.
Yeah.
This is your hookup. I want to say thank you for putting yourselves through all of this on our behalf, guys. I'm so sorry. I know it's been so challenging to just
Someone's gonna
all
do
the
it.
traveling.
Listen, you know, South Africans, we work hard and we push through 5-star luxury accommodation.
We'll do it.
Somebody has to sit back and enjoy just concierge service that is world class. I'm getting tired just thinking
I'm
about
so
it.
sorry that you had to carry that weight on behalf of all of us.
Did it
The
for you
bottom line
guys.
is it's accessible to all of us. Plan and do it. And in addition to offering the incredible efforts that we have spoken about now, Safira Blue Luxury Resort and Villas is their own ecosystem trying to, I think, coexist with the land. As Anesu pointed out, and Fez, they involve the local people to a point that it becomes a part of the culture there. Overlooking those sapphire blue waters, just absolutely beautiful. And you can head online to safirablue.com to go and see for yourself and then book your tickets and go and experience for yourself. And make it a villa, I think. Make it a villa.
You have to.
Yeah.
You have to.
Wow.
You have to.
Why don't you just try and buy a little island somewhere with maybe 46 million rand in total estimated Powerball and Powerball Plus jackpots? Just an idea, because it can't be missed today, and you heard right, that's the amount. Now play Powerball for an estimated 32 million rand and Powerball Plus for an estimated 14 million rand, and you could become Mzansi's next multi-millionaire. So what are you waiting for? Just go buy your tickets in store. Go to nationallottery.co.za. You can go to the mobile app, you can do cell phone banking, or you can simply dial star 120 star 7529 hash for USSD, and all of these details are on our Expresso social media pages, so go and check them out and make sure you can panda, push, play Powerball and Powerball Plus for 46 million rand in total estimated jackpots. That's this Friday. That's today for your chance to win big. Plus, the entertainment continues in your Feel Good Breakfast Show because Chava is going to be performing for you, and of course we reveal the item that we have been hiding from you. Well, we haven't been hiding. We have actually been putting it in plain sight. You just had to identify it, so make sure you stay right there. It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We'll be back right after this break.
There are stories of creators, and we're inspired by them all. We invite you to write your story with us. Your story matters. ABSA.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, welcome back, you beauties. We're looking for something, man. We've been looking all over the studio. We haven't found it yet. Earlier on the show, we asked you guys at home to take on the moment and try to find the hidden halls item on set. And we gave you a good clue. Amongst the studio craze, alone cherry's color does blaze. And we have received a lot of incredible answers. So let's take a look at what people are saying, young man.
Okay, so we got Carmen, found it behind Graham, in front of the lilies, the cherry halls. Dun, dun, dun. Could it be that? I don't know. And then Gary's saying 3 packs lying on the shelf next to the flower pot. People are thinking that it's these packs of halls as well.
Gary.
And then Desiree saying 3 packs of halls, cherry flavor in front of the pink pot plant. And then there's another one that came through, and that was, it's next to the pot plant behind Graham. That's what Mary says. Is it?
Well, I don't think you need to move out the way.
You were going to tell me to move out the way of it, but you can't. This is why I was standing here.
It is there! Yes, it is, representing the beautiful, bold flavors of Hall's cherry. It is the picture of the cherries themselves, looking gorgeous, plump, and beautiful. Yay!
That's it.
Look at that. Yay, we did it. So congratulations, you guys are on the money. I think we could have made it a little bit more obscure and difficult next time because you guys are just too switched on.
I had several ideas around it, but it's okay. That's it. Congratulations, and hopefully we've made you a winner today in your Feel Good Breakfast show. That's fantastic. Let's get some entertainment going, man.
Oh, I'm going to pause and take a breath for that. Oh.
Brought to you by Halls and the power of menthol. Refresh, refocus, Halls. Breathe for it. Ungapheli umoya.
The weekend is within, my babes, and this is why we have got a beautiful performance to end it out. Everybody, I'm going to need you to turn up the music because in the building, it is Java and the Koilas. It is called Typhoon. Put your hands together. Let's get the weekend started.
Relationship healthy yakho-ke lapho-ke nabashaya sleepover singaphumi engubeni khupho ngalo shoni nodali la bethi kakabani bethi babulala bethi banohlaza bethi ulaqhashi ave ngemfowela umntana womuntu Tagana sis boom boom, kanatafu, permanent joint when I shy tattoo. Tagan kingis met I love you too. Minanyam tandas through. Tagana sis boom boom, kanatafu, permanent joint when I shy tattoo. Tagan kingis met I love you too. Minanyam tandas through. We goes like soup. Hey, ya betcha I would tell him fuck it straight way.
Bishakasa mi dali mini rise winger. Shall say? Manga wakte shida lang tingi dry ginger. When cosazan, e banjala le feel man. But ne fun wangi boni. But yangi yangi goni. And always push up by 4G. Talento ya keep it down. Nitembe yesa ishinja dale. Yojalo putirama, uzinama. Umele smiling como sogla. Talento yakshita dale. Nitembe yesa ishinja dale. Etfono putirama, ezokule agi. Aksasu fwene mbizu siba.
Tagana sis boom boom, kanatafu, permanent joint when I'm shy tattoo. Tagan kingis met I love you too. Mina yam tandas through. Tagana sis boom boom, kanatafu, permanent joint when I'm shy tattoo. Tagan kingis met I love you too. Mina yam tandas through. We goes like soup. Ya betcha I would tell him fuck it straight way.
Afuno ibole, funo onetala funo ibole. Wezi mondi ibole, awufayela ushisa ngisepole. Udala ana typhoon, yeah you bring me peace. Ulenzela ukuthula, you're my remedy. Bangibula, udala kakhulu sakusudileo. Abantuno wami uqeda inhlobo. ngishaya umlando umoya wakho ngasulwandle ntambama
Taka nasisivunguvungu kanathafu permanent ntwana ngishaya ithathu Taka ngingizmet I love you too mina ngiyamthanda stru Taka nasisivunguvungu kanathafu permanent ntwana ngishaya ithathu Taka ngingizmet I love you too mina ngiyamthanda stru we goes like so yeah ngiyabetha ngawe darling fake straight win no BTS, no throw. Hey, straight win. Fuck it, straight win. Deluxe is out. Phume kona ebusuku namhlanje, go get it. Sabonga kakhulu coming to your city real soon. Tickets are selling out. The Deluxe tour is in the card. There's 4 toys in the card, you already know. Yeah.
Come on! Everybody! Woo! Do you know what it feels like to start the weekend on the right note? It feels like this. Thank you very much. Everybody's Java and the Koilas, it is done. Thank you very much. Expresso Show is where you want to be. And this is why, my friend, I've got my beautiful family in Cape Town waiting for you to tell you just a little bit more.
Oh, thank you, sweet lady. And of course, our extended family here. The doctors, you can catch them on Tap Travel, 8:30 S3 on Saturday night, 1:30 on Sunday. Thank you so much for playing along this morning. We love you guys so much. We'll see you on Monday. Happy Mother's Day! Mwah. Love you!
Love you, Mom. Bye!
Well done.
Thanks, bro. Give me love. Well done, eh?
Experience the new face of Clover Olive Pride Oils. Your same trusted choice for premium olive oil. Same great formulation, fresh new look.
Another feel-good production.